All right, welcome everybody. If you're watching this live, great to have you here with me. If you're watching this on the recording, thanks for tuning in. This is going to be part 4 of our Elizabeth game. The one I'm calling Elizabeth, Empress of the Highlands, because it's an Emperor game on a Highlands map. Very original me. Let's do a quick recap of what happened in the last stream. So, in the last stream, the main thing that happened was we were attacked by basically our only neighbor on this map. That being Suryavarman, the leader of the Khmer. He came in with this pretty sizable stack, and we ended up killing it with extreme prejudice. I was able to turn that into like a 20-minute highlight and upload that separately to YouTube. Anyway, welcome. Hi, Magical Arts. Hi, Jack. You guys are tuning in just as we're starting. So we're going to pick up there. So the theme of the last stream was defending. And the theme of this stream is going to be going on the offensive, because at the very, very, very end of the last stream, we finished rifling tech, and that means we've now unlocked our Redcoats, the unique unit for the English Empire. They are the same as normal riflemen's, except they also have plus 25% against gunpowder units. I don't expect to fight any gunpowder units. I expect we're mostly going to be facing medieval units. And obviously, gunpowder-based units just crush anything that's medieval. So what we're going to do is we're going to research military tradition. We're going to use all our money here to upgrade our knights into cavalry, and then we're going to use them to start capturing cities. So we still need a couple more turns to defend here. I want to upgrade my knights into cavs. There's no rush. We're not in a competition here or anything. We can take our time, do this the right way, make sure we don't lose units. But once I have that, once I have military tradition, I will probably turn off research for a few turns and just upgrade a ton of units. Like this mace, this pike can both become rifles. Puma Man can become a rifle. You get the idea. So we are replenishing. Oh, and we got our Great General Medic 3 unit here as well. So yeah, we need to replenish our siege units, because I did lose a number of them. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm having like Lymagrad and Terror just pop out some siege units, and that's the plan. Then we'll go on the offensive, and we'll see how much of the Khmer we can conquer in today's session. Now, one thing I can do is I can look here on the tech screen, and I can see what techs, I can see where the other civs are on the tech tree. This is a game with tech trading turned off, so we can't just like look at what techs he has, like because there's no ability to trade. You can't look and see like what they have and what they're missing. But what you can do is you can see what they can research, and you can figure out where they are on the tech tree from this. So Suryavarman is missing literature, drama, theology, philosophy, paper, compass, and gunpowder. Okay, so he can see gunpowder tech, but he's missing the top part of the tree. Let's look at the tech tree here. We can figure out what he has and what he's missing. So he does have guilds. He has recently picked up guilds. So he can research gunpowder, so he must have guilds. And he's missing paper. Okay, so he's a long way from rifles, because he's missing paper. And he's also missing the whole top side of the tree. He's missing literature, drama, music, philosophy, so he doesn't have any of these texts. He does have civil service, he does have feudalism, he does have guilds. He's missing theology. But yeah, he's quite a ways behind us. He's a long way away from getting to rifles, and that's big. So that's the thing, right? Trancy's correct. If I upgrade the medic, it'll defend, so I'm probably going to leave it as a knight. Oftentimes you keep a Great General unit as you often attach it to a chariot and then just keep it as a chariot, because as a chariot it basically never has to defend. Alright, get another treb there. This city's an economic city, so we want a stock exchange is the clear next thing here. So we'll look to whip that as soon as we can. We are still positive at 70% science, by the way. Geez, we can do military tradition in 2 turns. That's pretty awesome. All right, now I don't remember exactly what I was doing here. I think I was just cutting the jungle. Oh yeah, over here I was like, yeah, I can run on this tile. There's no enemy units that can threaten it, except now there's a knight, so now this unit can actually be threatened. I'm actually building up another stack over here. Enough so that I think I want to get just a couple of... Let's get a couple of Redcoats here first before we do anything else. Just because I'm probably going to have to deal with these units. Actually building up a decent-sized stack again. I'd love to have a unit or two to face them. So there's still no units here. Only a knight can hit this tile, so I should be able to hold this tile, I think. Wish I had that pike available for this turn. Hey guys. I actually can't see your name because it's white on my screen. Gorbush had a 12-hour flight. You were able to kill the flight reading my write-ups. That's really cool. I'm pretty sure Suryavarman has his own horses. I mean, it's possible he's trading for them, but he probably has his own source somewhere. Well, let's be fair, I'm not seeing horses in his territory. Maybe he is trading for them. Let's see. Yeah, he is trading them with Wina Kopak. I could ask Wina to see if he'll cancel deals. I could trade. Stop. Oh, no, he doesn't. Yeah, he'd have to be friendly with me. He's cautious right now because of the heathen religion, mostly. Yeah, he doesn't like me enough. Okay. So we probably don't officially need to get this tile roaded, although it would be nice. So I guess I'll pull these guys back and have them hang out in the area for the time being. They keep using this tile to move in, which is annoying. Because it's got this, they got a 75% defensive bonus when they're on this tile, but not a lot I can do about that. All right, let's just pull you guys back for right now. I'm not going to try to defend that tile right there, although Pote should probably be working a specialist over an unimproved tile. I mean, it could keep growing. Oh, we'll work that tile. All right, so oh, it's only 140. Yeah, we should definitely upgrade some of these units. Just to have a couple redcoats on hand.
What do you need? What do you need?
Like, see how this longbow is combat 1? If I turn it into a redcoat, it actually becomes a pretty decent unit there.
Reporting for duty. What's the plan?
Are there any other units around here? Ralph finds the redcoat. Yeah, sure. Let's just give me another unit on hand. And I was putting my siege over here. So is this guy chopping this? Yes, for Taj. And this tile, I think I was just over here to road. That's the one thing when you pick up a game like this, sometimes you got to stop and think about what you were doing. Okay, over here I think I was getting ready to lumber mill these tiles. Yeah. Still waiting to take out that longbow. This is not a high priority, though, at the moment. I'd rather deal with Suryavarman. That Barb City is not that valuable. Now, are there any... Okay, there's no two movers on this tile. So, like, it's important. If there's a two mover on this tile, I can't put a siege unit here. But it's, again, totally safe from attack, so I can move to that tile, no problem. And here's the medic unit. Alright, so turn off science for a turn again, and then we'll go. Then we'll go after on the following turn. So basically I use this turn to upgrade a couple units into redcoats, because I think I'm going to have to defend an attack here. Now, if you're wondering why do I keep having knights come out of here, because as soon as I discover military tradition, I'll be building cabs instead of knights, and I'd rather just build the knights and then upgrade them, honestly, at this point. Alright, so what did I build? A treb here. Let's do one more, and then we'll see about what to go after that. Oh, we finally gained access to copper. Wait, did we pop a copper resource? We must have. Where did we get our... Oh, here. Nice. That'll help terrorist production. So we had no copper for the whole early game. Alright, so they're still hanging out in these forests. And again, it sucks that I wasn't able to chop those forests, but they're going to have to come out of those forests at some point, and when they do, that's when I'll get them. Alright, so let's go full bore research now. Just so you guys are doing something, why don't you run over here and road this tile? There'll be more work for them to do. I just want to keep them near the front lines at the moment. Have them available. So Trenlo, any turn you're working a mine, there's a very, very small chance that you will pop a new resource out of it. It's very low. I think it's like 1/10 of 1% or something like that, but there is a very, very small odds. Right, so copper is big just for Statue of Liberty. That way, I was probably going to have to trade for it, I thought. Hill of Swords. Alright. And I don't want the medic to defend, so I'm going to keep the medic just over here for the time being. Keep it out of combat. Alright. Siege units are slow, as we know. Getting up to the front lines. So how much food does this... Yeah, this city probably doesn't necessarily have enough food to... This should probably be a windmill, just because there's not enough food to work the tile otherwise. Alright, so here's what I need to do. I need to go through my cities and check real quick to see where they are in terms of whipping. Alright, Fishy McFishy. Alright, 7 turns until it whips the grocer. Endeavor's good. This city's strong enough that I think I'm just not going to whip it anymore. It can just grow onto that tile. Desert Oasis, this city is just awesome. Like, such a good city. Oh no, it should be working this tile. See, this way I get to 12, and then I get boosted. I get the even number on the rounding. And it's actually 2 turns to grow either way. It'll grow. It'll get the grocer. It'll get out of that health penalty, and then it can grow onto those tiles. Hill of Swords. Okay, gotta keep an eye out for Hill of Swords. It needs to be whipped in a couple turns. Dune. Okay, I think I did some whipping at these cities recently. Great Wall. Limegrad, I'm not whipping. Let's try this. Yeah, get it up to a higher growth. Get off the hill tile. Terror's good. This city... Yeah, this city has pop it can't use, so let's whip the stock exchange. And then Hill Valley should also be whipped in a couple turns, because it's working all of its available tiles. What is this? Work that cottage tile. Come on. Alright. Alright. Oh god, the source of iron being exhausted. One of the worst things in Civ 3. The way when Civ 3 first came out, resources would move around like crazy. Alright, so we're going to have a fight this turn. What happened? Why is the city starving now? Did we lose a health resource somewhere? I think we lost a health resource somewhere. Also, I should be working that tile. Oh, the knight pillage. Okay. Okay, the knight pillaged the corn. We'll reconnect that. That's annoying, but not ultimately a big deal. Alright, so this stack's going to die this turn. This is a very easy stack to kill, by the way. Yeah, knight pillaged it. Okay. Largely because I've got the redcoats. Alright, so let's start with this guy. We're going to attack from our favorite tile again. Trancy, I have not won a deity game before. Highest I've won on is Immortal, but I also haven't really tried to win a deity game, to be fair. Alright, so the knight is the most dangerous unit. We're actually really lucky that when Suryavarman attacked previously that he did not have any knights. We're actually pretty lucky about that. Also, instead of a grocer, I remember this city should be working on Globe Theater. Oh, but we don't have enough theaters yet. Okay, we got to get some more theaters. So anyway, because we have redcoats, we can easily kill his top unit, which is this knight. Note that if I try to attack it with my own knight, yeah, I get lousy odds. Although that one wasn't promoted, so that wasn't the fairest comparison. But just having this redcoat to take off the top defenders is going to be a big deal. All right. Wow, Ralph Fiennes almost died. Jeez. Let's look at that combat log. He did not get very lucky, did he? So he only had to get 4 hits. He was hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was hit 6 times. One more hit and he would have died. Fortunately, he rallied at the end of that fight. Alright, anyway. Oh, we actually fight the crossbow first. That's interesting. I really want to fight the ballista elephant. That's the unit I want us to hit. Well, let's see if we take out the crossbow. Oh, actually, no, hold on. I've got this last one has cover. Oh, but it hits the mace instead. Oh, well. Yeah. So we're still going to get the crossbow, but... I mean, I guess we just got to take the odds as we can get them here. So now we've got the ballista elephant, crossbow, mace. The problem is I don't have a good unit to take on that ballista elephant. Like, I have my own elephant, but that does not get very good odds. I've got my knights, but that's only 50... Oh, no, that's only 30%, yeah. Of course, I can also just not attack this turn. I mean, I'm about to get calves, which will annihilate that unit, so I think I'll just sit and wait and not worry about it. Like, I've got this pike who would defend if he tries to attack in this. I can upgrade the pike anyway, now that it's full health. I can still finish military tradition, even with that expense. Yeah, so I'm not really scared of this city getting attacked. I think a redcoat can handle... I think 2 redcoats can handle a ballista elephant, a mace, and a crossbow. That said, I'll move a couple knights over there just for safety's sake. Like, just so... Yeah. And this redcoat at 14 strength will defend against those units. Alright. So we'll kill what we can, and then we'll get ready to repair that farm. It's annoying not having the corn for a turn for like 2 turns, but I think the cities are fine. It is true. If you upgrade a unit, you lose the fortification bonus. That is correct. 100% correct there. So there's not too many more tiles to improve down here, but what we can do is we can connect dice, so we have another trade item, and this can also be cleared and improved. These workers are just still chilling in the area. Okay, so we finished that road. Alright. Never know when these roads would be helpful. Oh, there's actually a road on... Okay, well, that worker could maybe get captured. I actually have to move that worker out of the way. But if I lose it, it's not the end of the world. Let's see what they do. I'm curious as to whether they're going to attack or wait another turn for these guys to join them. I'm honestly unsure what's going to happen here. Okay, they pillaged the road too. So they just sat there and waited a turn while pillaging the road. Okay.
And then seek to win.
So what's our next goal? Steam power would be really nice to have. I also want to get started on... I probably should go up here for Statue of Liberty. Representation would be good to pick up too. So probably top of the tree... Actually, astronomy is probably the next thing to get, so I can build observatories. Yeah, that's probably next. Okay. Alright, yeah, because like it would be nice for Desert Oasis to be able to go on to Compass next. Instead, we'll just have it do... We can get the theaters built right now. They're very cheap. Get me another treb here. Alright, so turn off science. So we can upgrade. Alrighty. So what do we have here? Get rid of the resource icon. So we've got a ballista elephant, 2 maces, 2 crossbows, and a catapult. And we actually don't want to be hitting the maces. That's like the unit we're least interested in attacking here. But we might not have a choice. Alright, move over here. 95%, let's get another promotion, get that up. That didn't really change the odds too much, but... Still, we'll kill what we can, upgrade what we can. Move over here. Let's see if I... Actually would still get odds against, even at low health like that, but I'm not gonna take that on. Again, I'm not gonna fight unless I can get like 20 to 1 odds. Especially not when by waiting a turn I can get calves into the mix. Like obviously I have no calves available this turn. Yeah, we'll just... Let's get our Great General Healer over here. Where is our Great General Healer? Here he is. Alright. Just bring him over here. Hang out for a turn. So you'll heal easily. You'll heal with that unit in place. Just check what the odds are with like a Combat 2 version of like, alright, so here's a Combat 2 Knight. Yeah, see, I only get 30% against that guy. There's no reason to take that when I can wait a turn, upgrade to cat. Let's just start upgrading what I can. I can get two Knights upgraded to calves this turn. We'll just upgrade to calves and attack with them next turn. If they want to attack into poached, I'm very much okay with that. Like, I have more defenders in the city than they can even attack with, so there's no real threat here. Alright. Go back to sleep for right now. You guys just continue to chill here for the moment. Actually, I could work on improving that tile instead of doing nothing. Oh, didn't even realize it was 1 turn away from being finished. You need to whip your university next turn. Alright, well then you can hang out there. So Silence of the Lambs, I can upgrade the Great General immediately, but you want the medic not to be fighting, so you actually don't want it to have the highest defensive value. It's a really good point, but it's kind of counterintuitive, but you generally don't want them to see combat. You want them to stay out of combat if possible. So that's why I'm not going to upgrade it. Is there any civic or building that reduces upgrade costs? I don't believe so. Not in this game. Let's bring you back on the road network so I can use you to help fix the pillaged farm there next turn. Because next turn that stack's dead. If you're wondering why I'm roading first, it's so other workers can come join on that tile. Okay. So, next turn we'll be able to upgrade 6 or 7. Please join us by adopting free religion. No. I will probably go free religion eventually, but not right now. Sorry. We're also about to get a golden age. Yeah, have fun with that catapult while you can, because it's going to die this turn. Alright. So if I start with a Redcoat... If I start with a Cav, I get... Interesting. Okay, so even the Cavs don't get as good odds as I was hoping for. They're only at 78% odds, but then another 6% to retreat. So I should win this, but yeah, the elephants are kind of tough. I won't deny that. Still, Cavs, maybe I should have attacked with the Redcoats first. Potentially I should have attacked with the Redcoats first. And then, oh well, it doesn't matter. I don't mind getting XP on the Cavs. 99.4. I think I'll take the 99.4 odds. Plus we get that lovely flanking damage too. Alright, so you need to heal. Oh, see, this is nice. I can heal this guy in 1 turn, thanks to that Great General Medic. This guy can almost heal in one turn. Here's a good chance. So here, I actually want to pick up one more point of experience. See, I'm at 25 out of 26. I want to pick up one more point of XP, and this is a free chance to do that. Like, there's no chance this unit's going to die. So now we can get that last point of XP, and I'll be able to pick... I'll be able to... what's the word I'm looking for? I'll be able to promote that unit. All right. Get me my workers. We need to re-road this tile. All right, and then we'll reconnect the farm in a minute. All right, so I think next turn I move in. Let's get set to move into this tile next turn. So I see you guys were discussing upgrade costs. In Civ 3, there was a wonder that lowered upgrade costs. Leonardo's Workshop. It was very... could be leveraged for some pretty abusive... do some pretty abusive stuff with the cheap upgrade costs. So that's why there's nothing like that in Civ 4. So yeah, we're just upgrading all these knights. You need to chill out there for healing purposes. Same stuff over here. I'm trying to promote the ones that, or upgrade the ones that have the most XP first. Like this guy actually has enough for 2 promotions, so. Got enough for 1 more. All right. And the rest of you can go to sleep again. All right, yep, we should be in position to move in next turn. Get that farm reconnected. Oh, I actually have to cover this because it could be there could be a knight out there to attack that unit. All right, a couple of these knights that aren't doing anything, just go chill here. Cover those workers just in case. All right, that should be enough catapults and trebuchets to cut through. All right, and now Lymograd's in pretty good shape. I guess it's worth... Well, no, it delays the Treb by a turn. We'll swap over there as soon as the city grows, but that 20 base production is what you want. 20 plus 25% for 25 per turn. All right, so there are a couple cities I needed to whip. This time needed to be whipped this turn for its university. And Hidden Valley was... I'll do that next turn. Just got to stay on top of some of these whip timings. Alright, so we move in next turn. I'm actually not going to have a Redcoat to cover the stack, which is a slight mistake of mine. The Redcoat's going to lag a turn behind, but those calves should be able to defend, no problem. Besides, I think I've killed... Suryavarman's, yeah, I think I've done a pretty good number on his army. I've almost passed him in power now. Yeah, Civ 2 Leonardo's Workshop upgraded all your units for free. Like, you didn't have to do anything. So, the Civ 3 Leo's Workshop was still less broken than the Civ 2 version. Civ 2 is not the best balanced game, honestly. Alright, so now that we're at cavalry, I was considering stopping here, but I think I might as well just keep pushing cabs. When I get to factories, I'll stop here, build the factories, and then once the factory's in place, knock out a bunch of old infrastructure. But for right now, the ability to... How many... I can still knock out cabs in like 2 turns, or almost 2 turns, and that's pretty worthwhile. I need theaters, so just get me a theater, because it's cheap. I need theaters as well here. Well, I should do stock exchange first. So this is up to 6 culture per turn. Poached is 9 culture per turn. We should be able to get this back in time. This horse tile. Oh, they got another stack coming up. Okay. That's fine. We'll just deal with that one too. Alrighty. But I should have kept one Redcoat out of combat and then positioned it so it could move on to this tile with the rest of the army. But I have calves to protect the stack, so it should be okay. All right, let's see. First workers, refarm that, refarm that. So I do need at least one of these guys promoted to... All right, let's see what we can spot from this tile. All right, so there is a stack here. I'm not too scared. The one thing is calves do not get defensive bonuses, so they won't get the 75% extra defense from this tile. But let's grab our siege units and move them onto that tile too. And then grab our trebs. Apparently we did not, so like when you get close to an enemy city, the AI will like start whipping defenders. Apparently we did not trigger that in Suryavarman, because he has not started whipping defenders in his city, which is a shame for him, but good for us. All right, so you, I want to come and be prepared to hop onto that tile next turn. I also probably should, you know, I wanted these guys to can I get these workers onto that tile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, one tile short. Dang it. I really should have workers ready to move onto this tile too so they can road it, and it'll immediately be connected to my road network, but it's going to be a turn late. It's a little bit unfortunate, but in any case, we'll be ready to bring in these guys over here. We'll be ready to build that road connection almost immediately after we take the city. All right, so I want a couple of these combat too in case the stack would get attacked. I actually don't think that I'm going to be attacked on this tile, but I could be wrong. I love how the game will sometimes just like pull you halfway across the map for no reason. All right, so we got that roaded. Let's work on clearing this next then. You come over here and there's no road over there. Huh. Well, let's road that then. There's no workers on this tile, right? Oh, there's still workers on that tile. Shoot. Okay. So I need at least one cav on that tile, preferably two. Just still upgrading these guys. All right, so our Great General Medic can now take this, +1 movement, which is really nice. Yeah, you don't need any of this other stuff, so we'll take the +1 movement and just heal up this turn. So this guy can now take... So you want at least 1 or 2 units to have this, plus versus mounted. Formation is a tricky promotion because you have to have combat 2 to unlock it, and that's one reason why cavalry or mounted units can be tough to kill sometimes. Mounted units have like the highest base strength in each generation of tech, plus they also are hard to get the anti-horse promotion. So we definitely want 1 or 2 units that have this. So I'm going to go ahead and have this unit take it, because I think it's my first unit that's unlocked it. All right, and most of these other calves will be back to full strength next turn because we have that great general healer. The ones that are first strength can move in. Am I going to settle an extra city in Suryavarman's territory using the rice? Maybe. If so, would likely go here, I think. But it is only... But we're kind of at this point in time in the game where I'm not sure I necessarily need to like cram in extra cities. It might be... like it probably objectively is worth doing. But I'm not sure if I necessarily want to go to the effort to do so. So I do need to leave 1 unit that's full strength in this city, because I am going to need like a real defender just in case the AI would try to attack it. Although I guess I could use one of these guys for it. That we'll see. Maybe Carry Owls can do that. Let's move this guy forward. It was a good question though. Alright, so I've got the great... Alright, so I still have money to upgrade someone else. Still got a couple knights here. Alright, you come on up here. Alright, so another turn of upgrades. And I still want to upgrade these guys here. The pike and the 2 maces down here will we'll join with the rest of the team, like when we move up in this direction. All right, so we got our siege here, along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 calves. No, 8 calves. Yeah, we've got 7 calves. That should be enough to defend that stack. The calves should get odds on anything. All right, let's see what happens. I don't think that they're going to attack this stack, but I could be wrong. They did not attack it. And now we've also got Taj. So we go into a golden age here for free. Very nice. Our research rate in this golden age is going to be pretty sweet. Okay, Taj Mahal. Very nice. And because we built the mausoleum earlier, we get the double length golden age here. Plus we get so a nice great person rate here in the capital. Pretty good stuff. All right, so capital actually doesn't have a ton of stuff to build. I would like to get up to democracy so I can start building Statue of Liberty here. So we'll try to knock out... We already have the monasteries built. Well, we can do the theater in one turn, so we might as well do that. Because why not? And I guess the courthouse. Although, is it really worthwhile to even build these, honestly? Like, is it even really worth the effort? Shouldn't I just build some cabs out of here instead? Well, I don't know. Probably don't really... I guess we'll... sure, why not? I do want to barracks out of here for future drafting purposes. Alright, so we've got that done. Again, this city has, like, no commerce. Actually, it has more commerce than I thought. No, don't get sucked into building economic infrastructure in this city. Continue building units. That's right, I'm in a golden age. It doesn't normally produce that much commerce. Alright, yeah, build cabs. They're the best unit. Why not? Can you post YouTube links in chat? Yeah, as long as it's like relevant, that's fine. So what do we want to do with this golden age? So we want to make sure that we have representation before the golden age ends, because we get a free civic swap into that. Because we definitely want to be able to get into representation. And that's pretty much it. I don't think that we'll have time enough to get into state property on this golden age. State property should probably be the next golden age. Yeah, we'll probably use the next golden age to go state property. So yeah, mostly it's just to get into representation. Oh, that's right. We're going to go into nationhood for a couple turns in draft. That's right. We're going to go into nationhood for 5 turns in draft to get a round of redcoats out. Yeah. Okay. So I don't want to do that on the first turn, but I do want to do that at some point. And I should probably do Constitution so I can get into representation. How many turns is that? Only 2 turns. Jeez, I've got a lot of economic power in this game. All right. So first things first, let's see how much we can do in terms of reducing city defenses. So 40%, well, I may have brought more siege than I strictly needed here. I kind of thought that, okay, I was kind of expecting him to have city, like, engineering with city walls, but he didn't have walls, so, so much for the defenses. Alright, now we've got the corn reconnected. That's good. So now we're no longer starving down at Endeavor. It's true, you can never have enough workers, but since I haven't added any new cities in a while, I'm actually okay on improved tiles. Like, I actually don't need more improved tiles right this second. Anyway, so, yeah, I don't think I need to send in, like, cats versus collateral damage, because I'm already at 88% odds before like, this is where traditionally you'd send in the suicide cats, but I don't think I need to do that, because I'm already getting tremendous odds. So... yeah, calves against longbows is just a romp. Does Suryavarman have pyramids? I don't think so, but we can check. Can see who has the pyramids. No, Sumeria has them. Oh yeah, right, I forgot. Well, after Terra finishes this theater, we'll build some missionaries. I forgot I was working on trying to convert him. Yeah, there's not a lot of other defenders in that city. Be prepared to see that animation a lot. So this longbow did not have any fortification bonus. That's why the odds were 98%. That was the unit that was just whipped. Because like the first longbow, we had like 88% odds, and that's because that had the full fortification bonus. That new longbow was just whipped in the city. Much better odds. And by the way, note that we did not flank the trebuchet. You can't get flanking damage in a city, only out in the field. So you can't flank units inside cities. Alright, so we captured our first city. I do not plan to burn this down. I do want this city. Let's see what it comes... Oh, just a granary. So not a lot survived, but we will still install the new governor. It's not very useful yet. We're going to have to take more territory to get that. Put it on build culture first. So this is where, if I had planned properly, I would have had this road connected on last turn, but instead my workers were a turn slow in getting there, so they'll have to build the road connection this turn. And then I could move my rifles right in. So I've got to protect a couple different tiles here. Well, actually, no I don't, because neither of these units have any kind of defensive bonuses, so I can kill this stack immediately. And I think I should do that. Let's see. Yeah, well, I have to use Redcoats, I think, against this stack, because I don't get good odds against the units with my... I don't get good odds with my cavalry. So there is a place for the Redcoats here. This just became a snuff film. Alright, let's get this tile rooted too. It's protected by a Redcoat, so I'm not worried. A Redcoat who would have 75% defensive bonus. Alright, so we do need to defend the new captured city too. So let's move some units in. These units that attack definitely want to move in. Note that this stack cannot attack Rajavihara. There's no roads to make it possible. And I have to leave a couple cabs behind to defend this this stack with all my siege on it. Now, I know that there's only one cab there right now, but the others should be able to join up. Woo. Alright, so you... Alright, let's see what we can do against this stack. So I've got my Redcoats to deal with non-siege units. 96%. I think I'm willing to take those odds. It's nice to be ahead in tech. I will not lie, it is nice to be ahead in tech. I actually need another Redcoat here again. 99%, yep. Because my calves, again, still don't get great odds against the elephants. And then we'll need to road. So we're going to have these tiles roaded next turn, and then after that we're going to need to get like these two tiles roaded, which all should be pretty easy to do. Next up, we want to go for this city. There's actually a city on this tile. We just can't see. No, not that tile. It's on this tile. Excuse me. We just can't see it yet. So I'm going to move the stack here, and then we'll take that city. And then we'll grab this one and start heading west. Alright, you... let's see. There's going to be units healing down there, but there's no need to move down into Rajavihara just yet. Those units attack this turn, so they can't heal yet. Ooh, we got a pike? Well, do we have another Redcoat? No. Yeah, see, this is why pikes do not counter cavalry. Can I get a shock unit? Yes. So this is why you wait to promote units. I'm going to promote this guy with shock. And then I get all the way up from 70-something to 88%. Again, a rifle would be a better unit to use here, but... Oh, did he actually win? Oh my god. The hero pike won at 12% odds. I mean, it does happen sometimes. 88%. Well, that cav was weak. We didn't want him in our army anyway. He managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4... Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... He managed to get 7 hits before we got 4. Can we adopt the pike? Yeah. Seriously? Unfortunately, though, he's still gonna die. And we're gonna flank the other units. This is like open season on killing these guys. Sorry, you fought bravely, but ultimately, Civ is a strategy game, not a tactics game. There we go. Alright, so those guys are protected. Let's get you down here. Let's get you upgraded. And these guys, I don't have an immediate... Oh, I guess we can road this tile. But I don't have a unit to... Do I have a unit to protect them? Yes. Just looking to road that tile. Alright, so we can upgrade the War Elephant, which also does upgrade to Cav, which is nice. And I think that's everything upgraded. Also, I need some unit to defend Old Town Road. Maybe I could have kept the War Elephant around just to protect that city. I do have some units to upgrade here too, but I can let that go for the moment. Maybe I will just leave these guys unupgraded so they can garrison cities as the defender. Because like I need defenders for these cities. Probably be faster to walk them through this way than to walk them all the way around. Well, no, I can do an archer shuffle. Let's do that then. I don't think we have to worry about getting attacked here. Alright, so you whip that. That looks good. Useless warrior east of Endeavor. You are correct. Thank you for that. Yeah, that guy was fog busting earlier. Thank you for that. So yeah, we just need units to plug into these cities. I guess Poach should have an actual defender because it is on the coast here. So I'll probably use a Redcoat for that. Yeah, it is a little weird that Suryavarman never made more of an attempt to attack Hidden Valley. I wonder if that's due to the fact that it was in such an out-of-the-way location, if it just messed with his pathfinding somehow. I don't know. Got enough overflow to one turn of cavalry. Alright, so you're going to go back to missionaries now. I'm going to need missionaries for these new cities, too. You need probably the courthouse next. So yeah, this city's coming along nicely. Got the forge done now. To the library, that's cheap. Especially in the Golden Age, it's cheap. So next turn, I'm going to finish Constitution, and then I will revolt into Representation and Nationhood, and we will use our 5 turns in Nationhood to do some drafting. That's another way to get some defenders out. Just draft out a round of Redcoats from each city. Okay, let's see what we got. First of all, let's build those roads with the workers. Road there. This is the more important road right here. There we go. So now I've got a connection here to Raja Vihara. Get our siege units moving forward. This unit is so dead. And I'd love to defend that with a Redcoat. Unfortunately, I was so aggressive in using my Redcoats to attack. This one can probably hop on them, on there. It's at almost full health. I wanted one unit that's not a cavalry to defend. Oh, seriously, I'm like, why does the game jump all the way over here? Whatever. This city, I believe, doesn't have enough food. Why wouldn't you work these tiles? Come on, those are much better tiles. Anyway. Yeah, it needs a windmill because there's not enough food here for a mine. And now we're back over onto this side again. Okay. Alright. So, we could get... Alright, we can get 98% odd. Oh, cool. So I've got my special dude here. The anti-horse guy. Alright. So now I need my medic, Great General Medic over here in this city. So that all the units that are in the area that were injured are in position to be able to fight. Alright, so you are full health on that. Let's get you over here. And then you can come back here and defend this. So I have at least one defender in that city. Alright, you'll heal faster if you're in the city with the Great General, who has the medic ability. That guy can almost heal in one turn. Alright, so we'll heal you. That guy will heal in one turn, though, which is pretty sweet. Heal. Alright, you're full health, so you move forward. We should probably kill these maces while we have the chance, because they're literally just standing there. Although I'm going to need a different guy to take that out. That's the Great General Medic, isn't it? I'll take the 98% odds. So he did take a fair amount of damage. Alright, so I want this guy, who still has 2 moves, to kill this guy and then step back into the city afterwards. So I needed this guy to be the one to attack so he could move onto this tile and then move back into Rajavihara afterwards. And so, hold on. I wanted this guy to cover this injured unit here, just so some enterprising knight doesn't try to run on top of him. As for you, I don't have an immediate place for you. You can come down here and start pre-chopping this tile, I guess. I don't really have a place for these guys. Just hang out in a city somewhere. Here, you come down here. You can heal up. More siege units trickling in. Oh geez, I wish I'd taken that other worker and used him to road this tile. Oh well. You can always do it next turn. I guess I better cover this tile so there's someone on this, just so a random knight doesn't run in and kill that unit. Yeah, there's just a lone elephant here. Not too scared of it. So this stack is not super strong, but reasonably defended enough. Alright. So we are going to flip civics in a short bit here, but not for a turn or two. Barracks. See, I managed to get the barracks done before I drafted this city, which is good, obviously. I might as well do an aqueduct because it's at the health actually, or let's do the monastery just because I'm about to obsolete monasteries. I'd like to have another city that can build missionaries if I need them. You don't have much more to build, so I'll just put you on a market for now. And this city should also do a monastery for the same reason, so I can build missionaries out of it later on. Because I'm going to need them, and it won't be too long before I obsolete them. Oh yeah, you guys can feel free to... Oh, are stables not worth it? Well, so here's the thing. I only want to build stables in a city that's going to build horse units, and most of these are not going to build horse units. No, calves are mounted. I do not have a sentry unit, it's true. I should have a sentry unit. Good suggestion. We should try to use one of these new... Let's use this guy for sentry. Really good suggestion. And we need a name for our sentry, by the way. So feel free to suggest a name for our sentry guy. Oh, also this city was not where I expected it to be. I thought that the city was on this tile, but nope, it's here. Okay, well, it's actually it's in a good spot at that, so we're not going to need to build a city for that rice tile after all. All right. So we could go here. We actually get a bigger defensive bonus if we're here. Just trying to think if it's better to be on this tile for the next city. Probably better to go on the tile with the higher defensive bonus. Name the sentry Hawkeye. Okay. And yes, we are willing to rename captured cities. Strider is good too. Oh yeah, and clams over here. That would be nice. We can use more health resources. Clams are rare on a map like this. That's like all land. Okay, well anyway, let's move this up. By the way, I'm totally happy with having more siege than I need. That's fine with me. The main thing is I can drop the defenses in one turn. So on this turn, what we're mostly trying to do is just get as many units up here as possible. Like as many units in position to attack the city as possible. One nice thing about... never mind. It's too bad that this right here is not grassland. If this was grassland, the calves could move and then attack. But as it is, it's probably going to take another turn for me to move up enough calves to be able to attack. Well, they could move through... Never mind. They could move from here to here to here. Onto that tile. Forgot about that. Twin Peaks. First suggestion, you get the city name. It is surrounded by a pair of peaks, so it's certainly appropriate. Twin Mount, yeah, you guys are right on it. I see you guys are thinking along the same lines. Yeah, also I need to get this tile roaded here. Let me see if I can grab 2 workers and do that. They can't get it this turn, but they could get it next turn. Because then once the city's captured, I'll be able to move, you know... Wait, is this tile roaded? No, that tile's not roaded. Okay, well... I'm going to need to road that tile too. So they can move, you know, here, 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 here. Do. Anyway. Alright, so you heal up. It sounds like Sydney might be on his way here. Helm's Deep. Let's capture it first, but that's a good suggestion. All right, what else have I got in the area? Oh, I gotta road this tile first. Or no, it's already roaded. This tile seems like it would be important to road too. It should be safe from invading knights, even if they would capture. The AI does not delete units, does not delete a worker on capture like a human would. Stupid forest tile. Maybe we should have moved workers onto it. You can chop enemy territory, by the way. Can't get down onto that tile, unfortunately. So I'll probably have to wait until these units are in position. Hey, buddy. Let me see if I can put him on the stream. Hold on. Liz is tossing treats to him to get him to come in here.
Not picking him up.
Here he is. Hey, buddy. Sydney. Well, there he goes. He's not all that interested, unfortunately.
He's just worried I'm gonna pick him up.
Yep. Not his favorite thing. Thank you, dear. Alright, this unit's at 14.6 health. I think that's good enough. So this is one thing about the late game in Civ. It can take a while just because you're moving a lot of units around. Like the game does slow down a little bit. Alright, so let's hit you in here. Oh, okay, well. Oh, okay. Do I have workers available to road that tile? Yes. Okay, apparently it already had one tile of roading in it. That'll allow you to advance up there. Alright, you step into Great Wall, Archer in Great Wall, shuffles up here. Yeah, I think these workers are actually pretty safe. Alright, and we have another Great Artist. So we'll use this Great Artist when we trigger our next Golden Age. No need for culture bombs, right, in this area. I guess I could work on chopping this. And then cottage it. I want to improve these tiles. It's just I gotta push the front lines forward a little bit. Alright, so we can move these calves forward. Or this one's healing. This guy's full strength. There's another full strength one in here too. So I need these guys right here to be in position to attack. Next turn I won't be able to attack with all of them, so I probably have to take 2 turns. Galley in the west is in danger. Oh, you're right. Caravel. Well said. Thanks for pointing that out. Oh no, enemy caravels. Well, I'll have to wait until I get astronomy and build a galleon to kill it. Or, yeah, a galleon to kill it. It's even combat 1. Alright, so here we need to do a civic swap. We're going to go representation and nationhood. Let's see how much my my beaker rate drops. When so what am I, let's see what the 100% rate is right now. 100% rate's 1360. It's definitely going to go down when I go into nationhood. Is there anything else I want? Let's go pacifism for these turns too, just so I get the plus 100%. We'll probably go back to organized religion at the end of this. Alright, so see, it went from 1300 to 1225, so no surprise it dropped. So now we need to make use of the draft. So we want to hit poached for sure, because this is the city that we're going to build Globe Theater in anyway. So happiness, yeah, you get the unhappiness, but I actually have plenty of happiness in most of my cities. This actually gives me a unit to cover right here. Old Town Road. Gives me a unit to cover these guys. Yeah, you're unhappy. Okay, well, you know what? Fine, we'll put a unit in there. Just to keep you from being unhappy. And we get to draft another city. I'm not going to draft every city. I probably won't draft Victory. Just because I'd rather not lose the pop point. But Fishy McFishy is an obvious candidate. Well, this is going to be an unhappy turn for you, Fishy. Because we're going to get a Redcoat. And have that Redcoat very slowly march towards the front lines. Yeah, it'll take him a while to get there. And Fishy's also going to whip its grocer. It'll regrow right away, but yeah. Not the happiest turn for Fishy McFishy. The unhappy faces. That's a good question. You can. So there is no turn duration. Oh, if you double draft a city, you definitely get double unhappiness, and it just lasts. I think each draft unhappiness like just stacks. Like the first one is 3 unhappiness, 10 turns, and the next one is 3 unhappiness, 10 turns. I think they just overlap and stack over time. You don't want to draft too much because you can mess yourself up by doing so. Anyway, so we don't want to stay in nationhood like long term, but to get into it for a couple turns here is nice. All right, yep. So Fishy Moo Fishy will regrow. No worries. It would have been nice if I had managed to get barracks put up ahead of time, but I did not. So don't forget about our warrior back here. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, I should just put him on a go-to order. Because the AI's... Oh no, there's a longbow and a pike. Okay, that's kind of random. Islamic Shrine. That was 2 Golden Ages beginning and a 3rd one ending. Okay. Well, same thing as before. Let's take out the defenses. Again, more siege than we need. So, like, I could start attacking. Is it worthwhile to do so? Can I get better than 70% odds? I don't suppose I have a shock unit here. Probably better just to wait another turn so I can attack with a much, much larger stack here. Yeah, let's just wait until we have our full Doom stack here. Yep, so you just chill for the moment. If you're wondering why their Redcoat is healing, it's because I have a medic unit there. Alright, getting the roads built. Too bad I was never able to get the Confucian Shrine. That would have been nice. And, yeah, oh, that's right. We want to see if we can kill this guy. So let's grab a Redcoat and use it to kill... I want the Redcoat to hit the pike. I don't want it to hit the longbow. Well, yeah, those odds aren't good enough to take. But we'll take the free kill on the longbow because it's 99%. Hundreds of thousands just died in Fishy McFishy. Yeah, it wasn't a great turn for Fishy. So not much point in moving up this turn, because I can just wait until the borders disappear next turn, and I do need to garrison Twin Peaks against a potential attack. Well, I could promote this guy's shock. See, odds still aren't great. Not good enough to attack. Heal up and wait. Alright, so you go here, and then you shuffle forward towards Old Town Road. I think you can hang out over here for when we build a city over there eventually. I think that this spot might just be too culturally crushed at this point to be worth settling. I'm not even sure that that spot there is worth it, because there's not even one resource there. Like, at this point, I'm not sure that we have to rush to plant no-resource cities. Oops. Alright, well, in that case, let's build the road here. Alright, let's see. Poached has got a defender, like an actual defender. So let's have you come down here to Twin Peaks. Have you help chop here. I have that unit covered there for the moment. You heal for the time being. Alright, now it's time to see what other cities we need to draft. I said I didn't want to draft Victory. I do definitely want to draft Dune. Or Dune. Ready for another slaughter in Dune? No. We'll draft the Redcoat. I don't know if I want to whip the Grocer immediately. Cue you up to head in this direction too. Alright, I'm not drafting Endeavor. I'd just be drafting off a water tile here, so yeah. That's fine. Let's get you there. Would I pillage tiles? I'd change. Pillaging... The thing is, you can get decent money from pillaging, but oftentimes it's not worth it, if that makes sense. It depends. Alright, so we'll regrow onto that tile there. Or Hill of Swords. Alright, so that's my 3 drafts for this turn. So by the time that these 5 turns are over, I should have drafted like every city. Or every city I want to draft, if that makes sense. Moving Redcoat's the Hidden Valley way. Oh, yeah, That might actually be shorter. Well, we'll see. Let's see what the borders look like after we take this city. So I'm going to start the Statue of Liberty here in 2 turns. So in the meantime, I could just like build wealth here. Well, that's not that great. We can probably build something more useful. Could start the jail, I guess. I guess we might as well start it. There's not much else to build. If you just build a couple of jails and security bureaus, then you end up with tons of espionage points, like more than you need. All right. Oh yeah, if I'm going to build cabs out of here, I do need a stable. All right. You're on missionary duty for the moment. Okay, library. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot to deal with pillagers from the sea just yet. So we're just running through the basic infrastructure here. Hopefully I won't get my nets pillaged. Gibraltar expands borders. Now we're really... Maybe we could culture flip this Barb City. Let's see. Oh, no, wait, no. We're not actually putting culture on that tile, are we? Now we need to expand borders again. So that'd be kind of funny. A missionary in victory. Oh, yeah. Good. Well, I'm not in organized religion right now. Oh, but I don't have to be an organized religion because I have already built the monastery for it. Good suggestion. Also, Twin Peaks is now out of resistance. All right, so let's do the theater here. Actually, let's build culture and then build the theater behind that. I know the city's starving right now, but I will get a lot more tiles to work if I capture this city. So let's focus on this attack first. All right. So if we start with, let's think our way through this combat. If we start with Redcoat, we get 94% odds. I would like the Redcoats against the Pike if possible. I don't know if I'll be able to set that matchup up. Now, do I have any shock units here? No. It actually would be good to have, but I have some who could promote to shock. All right. So this will get me my best odds. I don't think I can get better than this 77%. Alright, so that was the toughest defender to kill. So now we've just got the knight. Okay, now if I pick the Redcoat, do I still get the knight? No. Do I have a... Does anyone here have the anti-cav promotion? No. No one has enough XP for it here. Okay. So we just have combat 2, which is still good enough for 90% odds and 3% retreat odds. So still pretty good odds. I'll take 9 out of 10 odds, you know, pretty much any day. Alright, and now we just have longbows, which are easy prey. So we'll just mop up with combat 2 knights. Or not knights, cavalry. Okay, I thought for a second I might actually lose that one. But it turned out to be no big deal. Yeah, longbows just can't stand up to calves, it's just slaughter. If Suryavarman can't get to rifles, he has no chance. Even rifles wouldn't stop this stack, though. Particularly if I was willing to toss a couple, like a catapult or 2 into the mix for siege, for what's it called? The collateral damage. But especially as these units start getting more promotions, even rifles wouldn't really stop them. I just start taking pinch promotion. They'd be getting like 70% odds instead of the 100% odds you see here. All right, so here's a chance to get like free XP on any unit I want. Is there any unit that's like 1 away? Yeah, there's one that's at, this unit's at 9 out of 10. So let's get the free point of experience, and then you'll be able to promote. Bye. All right, let's look at the city. Not much infrastructure, but at least it came with the granary. All right, same thing. And then build culture in front of that. There we go. And you guys suggested Helm's Deep, which is a great name, considering the geography. This is actually going to be a really nice city, though. Double food resource. Well, I guess technically not double. Well, it could be. You can give the bananas over to either city. Oh, can I get this tile roaded? Do I have workers available to road this tile? Oh, I don't think I can get workers onto this tile this turn. Because if I could get this tile roaded, I could move here and then here, which would be nice. I guess it doesn't matter. There's not much difference between being on the banana tile versus this tile. All right, so let's grab our siege stack. No rest for the weary. Just move straight on to the next city. All right. Go after Isvara Pura. All right, so the injured knights are injured. Jeez, I keep calling them knights. The injured ones move into the city now. Why? Because they heal faster if they're inside the city, as opposed to outside of it. And they'll need 1 turn to heal, and then they'll be ready to go. But one nice thing about being here is if I can get this tile roaded, I can go doot, 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 and be right next to the city and ready to attack, like, immediately. So we lost 0 units taking that city. And you, I want to move here so I can get vision. Oh, I didn't end up seeing that much, but it's okay. You move in here. All right, so I'm probably need, what is this? Oh, they've got a flanking unit here. Well, Redcoat is probably the appropriate unit to kill this.
Reporting for duty. What do you need?
Here's a drafted unit that can pick up some easy XP. No clue what this knight was trying to do. Oh my god, he won at 4% odds. Wow. Great general born for Suryavarman. He won at 3% odds. Wow, okay. Look at this. I barely even damaged him, too. I only hit him twice. He hit my dude 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. We told you about them drafted scrubs. I mean, I guess you win some, you lose some, but wow, okay. At least that wasn't a critically important unit or anything. Jeez. Could pick up some XP on our great here. Well, no, because I need these units to get down here to help them heal. Well, or no, actually, I don't have to do that till next turn because they can't actually heal this turn. Time for Bernard Montgomery to clean up. I said time to clean up? Okay. That is 99.9% odds. He almost died, though. I mean, are you kidding me? Look at this. 99.9%. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Anyway. No, the odds for each hit are... Okay, so, like, see how it's 15 versus 26? So the odds for each round are 15 out of 41. Like if you add them together, 15 plus 26 is 41. So the odds for each round would be, let's do the math here real quickly. So I had 63% odds to get each hit, and he had 37% odds to get each hit. But the thing is, I only had to hit him 4 times, while he had to hit me 7 times, which is what swings it so much. Anyway. You can lose an attack at 99.9% odds. It is possible. Very, very unlikely, but it is possible. All right, so we want one unit, one redcoat protecting this stack. And we'd like a redcoat in this city if possible. And I do need to leave at least a couple units in Twin Peaks. Since, you know, it is... Jeez. Work this tile. I'd prefer for the city just not to grow, as opposed to working that unimproved tile. And yeah, so my workers are going to have a lot to do in terms of tearing down poor AI improvements. Anyway, so I need to get workers down to road that tile is the next thing. So let's get... They can't get onto that tile this turn. Well, they could get on it, but they couldn't do a worker action. So let's get them, 3 of them prepped, because I need 3 to road a floodplains tile. And the others I'm going to try to use to start improving that border region over here. Although I think I need one of these 2 tiles to be eroded, so let's set that up here. Alright. You can chill out there. You finish healing. Alright, here we go. So we definitely want to cottage this tile. There we go. There we go. Now we got a cottage on that tile. Always with the spy specialists. I swear to God, AI. Why the spy specialists? Always with the spy specialists. AI just loves them. Alright, I do need to leave some units in this city, in Twin Peaks. I got a lot of cabs. So hold on. 1, 2, 3. So anyone in Helm's Deep will be able to move there. Any cabs can move there next turn. So they don't actually have to move into enemy territory on this turn. They just have to be in Helm's Deep to be able to attack next turn. Not next turn, the turn after that. Some of these units that are behind can like move here and protect Twin Peaks. Again, I'm not expecting an attack in Twin Peaks. I'm just trying to cover all bases. You can move through here into Helm's Deep. It's better not to keep your units in enemy territory if you can avoid it, because you do pay higher maintenance costs for units in enemy territory. So if I can keep them in Helm's Deep and then move them into enemy territory the following turn, I should do that. Nice job there, by the way. Worker getting that tile improved. Your calves could... Yes, the calves could, but I still want to have that tile roaded. You are correct. The calves can get on this tile just by going there. And then we'll have to, once we get the city captured, we'll have to road this tile, because then we get the connection through Hidden Valley. And it's probably going to be shorter and eventually to go the southern route, but let's continue the northern route for right now. Did we end up roading this tile? Yep. So this die is just so I have another item available for trade. 3 calves should probably be enough to defend that city. Alright, warrior, you just... Let's queue up your move ahead of time, so I don't have to keep moving the warrior each turn. Alright, now it's time to draft. So we got Dune last turn, Desert Oasis. We did draft Hill of Swords, didn't we? Yep. Let's get Hidden Valley, because you could actually do something over here in like this campaign. Have you move up immediately. So that's 1. We need to get Great Wall. Or Great Wall. You might as well move this way too. And we need 1 more. We'll get Terror. It can grow on other sides, right? Yeah. So it'll slowly grow back that lost pop point. Slowly grow it back. And that's our 3 for this turn. Our power should be exploding upwards with all these drafts. Yeah, note that we're, after being in like dead last the entire game, we're about to take #1 in the power graphs starting next turn. So looking pretty good there. GMP, we still have not managed to pull past somebody. I guess it's Wayne Kopek. All right, let's see. Yeah, now that we have Gilgamesh's, we should probably just split them evenly. Except I don't really want to put them on Suryavarman because he's not going to be alive that much longer, but I guess it's fine for right now. Hammurabi's also spent a ton of espionage points. Still, Gilgamesh has spent by far the most. Look at this. The 138 means he spent the most. So yeah, we need 3 more turns, and then we'll revolt out of it. Like I said, it should be just enough time to draft every city. I'm still a couple theaters short, although I'm close now. How many more do I need? I need 1 more. So we need to get a theater in another city. I'll have to squeeze one out somewhere. Old Town Road should build one. Just because it's kind of in trying to get tiles back right here. This tile would be nice to flip back. So yeah, this is the city that... Oh, you know what? I'm also going to get a theater here in Twin Peaks. I can chop it out almost immediately. But so we'll get another theater somewhere. New cities should usually build a theater as one of their first builds. Yeah, we might as well... well, we're about to finish democracy next turn, so let's just run beakers for a turn. Preserve any overflow we might have had there. This city really doesn't have a lot to build, so missionaries are probably a good call there. Oh, you know what? I should do a jail there. I take that back. All right. Out of missionaries here for the moment. I actually do want to build a missionary there. So courthouse done. Now we need the grocer next for health. All right, so here, cancel the missionary, build a jail. Be nice to get the extra. I actually just had an expansion of borders there. And then I want this city to do the missionary. All right. So Twin Peaks expanded its borders. That's nice. That means more tiles to work. It's kind of a low food city, though. There's no food bonuses here. So we're definitely going to have to farm some of these grassland tiles and just work the grassland tiles. This will be a much stronger city post-biology when those grassland tiles become 4 food instead of 3 food. All right. So we probably want to chop this tile. Yeah, I can't do a whole lot until after I take that city because I need to get access to the water to work some high food tiles. Anyway, though, let's move the sentry unit first. Move here first. And then here. Oh, wow. Okay. You are not prepared at all for what's about to come your way, are you? This city is like, yeah, we weren't expecting this. You know, one of the sad things is I walked all those maces and like archers up here, and in fact, I could have just kept them here and then walked to Helm's Deep, which is right there. It's fine though. Like this pike I'm going to bring down and probably garrison the city with that pike. Alright, I've already got the archer there. Yes, you're correct. You need to have, you can't draft, no, so you have to be, there's 2 requirements for drafting. It has to be size 6, so you can't draft like size 1 cities, and there has to be a certain percentage. 10% of your own nationality. Good question. Must be at least 10% of your own nationality. Alright. So let's take care of the knights in here. So this unit needs to heal. I'd like another anti-horse unit, so I'm going to do that here, and then heal. I do want a combat 3 unit, though, so I'm going to promote this guy combat 3, and because he's at 14.7 health, I'm just going to go forward and attack, be ready to attack. You need to... Let's get a 3rd formation unit, and then the rest are probably going to be either combat 3. I could also try to promote them pinch, but I don't know if there's any gunpowder units on the side of Suryavarman. Yeah, he still doesn't have gunpowder. He hasn't really advanced in tech much at all. I still haven't researched theocracy. I totally forgot that I skipped that tech. I should probably pick it up. You should heal. See, I'll go combat 3 with you. Heal up. Oh, this guy almost died. 1.5 health. No, so this is, again, the power of the Medic 3 unit. Note that I can go from 1.5 to full health in 2 turns. That's crazy. Really, really good stuff. All right, you're full health. I think the rest of these guys are all full health. Yeah. Those guys are all full health, so I'll just move them at once. Let's have you chill here for the moment, just in case something would attack that city. Again, I don't expect it to, but just in case.
Reporting for duty.
Let's bring this missionary over to Helm's Deep. You need to road that tile.
At your service. What do you need?
You guys road this tile. I don't care if a unit captures you, I'll just recapture you immediately. Those guys are going to move down and road that tile next. Alright, the victory missionary is kind of in an awkward spot. Let's bring you over here and use the galley to send you over to Gilgamesh's territory. Oops, should have moved to the tile 1 north of that. My bad.
Tell me what to do. Yes?
You're going to chop this for the theater. It should be enough to finish the theater. Well, almost. Probably should windmill some of these because the city's so low food. It's just short. It's like I want to do this and finish it in 1 turn, but then the city starves. So it's going to probably get stuck 1 turn away from completion. I also want to cottage this tile, but still not quite in a good position to to defend the workers on that tile. All right, let's get you down here. Actually, you know what? You can chill here for a turn. Oh boy, this is slightly awkward. So look at the, I don't know if you can see the borders here, but like look at this next city, Angkor Wat. Peak, peak, lake, peak. So there's no way to get through here. These siege stack is going to have to walk up and around. Like it's going to have to walk up and around. I probably should have split the siege stack and had some of them already getting ready to go for Angkor Wat. That's unfortunate. And also the borders are not going to disappear up here. They'll disappear down here, but that's not going to help me because there's no connection through here. Anyway, so yeah, that's slightly unfortunate. I think I have enough units down there to attack and capture that city, so yeah, I think I can hold these units up here for the time being. But yeah, I probably should have split up the siege units because I didn't need that many. I could have seen that the city did not have walls. So like, check out this next city, Angkor Wat. That city has walls. This city down here does not. That said, they could always chop out walls or like rush build walls, so you never know. It is a pretty impressive choke point here. But taking Angkor Wat will open up a pretty clear path forward. I'll probably take the northern cities first and then work my way down. Just being systematic here. Let me see if I can get a map update from Ahsoka. Just to see if there's any more info revealed. So I think I have vision on all of Suryavarman's cities now. It'd be really sad if he has one like in some back corner of the map. How many more does he still have yet to go? Let's see. So we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more cities. Taken 2 so far. I mean, I don't think he can stop us. His ability to research is also going to go down as the turns go by. So now we need to finish up with drafting this turn. Did I draft Great Wall already? Yes, I did. I drafted that one last turn. All right, so Lymograd. All right. Next, Old Town Road. Wait, oh no, I already drafted. Oops. Forgot I already drafted that one. Whoops. Well, you're going to take one for the team, Old Town Road. Forgot I'd already drafted that one. So is that all the cities I wanted to draft? I guess it is. Maybe we double draft Poached because it's got Spare Happiness and it's going to... it's got plenty of food, certainly. And it's going to get the Globe Theater eventually. Oh well. Sorry, Old Town Road. I was mean to you. So I guess that's everything that I wanted to draft. I think I got all the other cities. So we are number 1 in soldiers now. And I can flip back in 2 more turns. By the way, Victory's getting a pretty nice great person generation rate there. Although it's only artist and scientist. So the next great golden age should probably be scientist plus artist. I plan to use that to get into state property. And then I can probably get the 3-person golden age later on too. Because I've only triggered the 1-person and the free golden age from Taj thus far.
It has been said that democracy is the worst form of government.
Except all the others.
All the others that have been tried.
Alright, so next up is astronomy, is our next goal. How's my war weariness? Starting to pop up. Not too bad yet. This would actually allow me to... Compass would actually allow me to upgrade this to a Caravel next turn, which I think I should do. I already have I have enough overflow to finish Compass instantly. Oh, there's actually a decent sized stack there. I mean, nothing too scary, but like an actual stack. Anyway, let's take the city first. Now I'm glad I didn't send every cav up there. Although I think from this tile that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they can still reach that tile once the city falls. Very nice. Alright. So, as usual, longbow, mace, longbow. Yeah, not much there to stop us. Let's see what the combat 3 is. 94% versus 88%. Alright, so we'll use the combat 3 because it gets the best odds. Alright. So what do we have left? Longbow, mace, catapult. Do we have any shock units here? I suspect that we do. Try not to promote too many units shock because eventually they're not going to be useful because the AI is going to stop building melee units at some point. Although we haven't hit that point yet. Alright, so now I've got a mace and a catapult. Medieval units just really can't deal with rifle-based, gunpowder-based units. So now we've just got a catapult. So this is free XP, so let's use our sentry unit for it. Hawkeye, because this is like a free win. Try to get towards that next promotion. Oh, there's a worker down there. Sucks to be that guy. Oh, nice. This city had a lot more stuff survive capture. Granary, forge, grocer, stock exchange, courthouse. Nice. We need a new name for Isfara Pura as well, by the way. And the theater. There we go. Very nice. All right. So next up, dealing with that enemy stack up there. What next promotion would you want on a sentry? I'm not sure. We'll just see what's available. Let's get you to that city. Get the units who need to heal back in there because that's where the Great General Medic is in Helm's Deep. I mean, this city is pretty safe from attack. Let's be. Oh, that unit didn't even take any damage, so you can start moving up. This road doesn't even lead anywhere. Literally leads nowhere. Although it wouldn't hurt to have a unit here just for vision purposes. Alright, well, there's nothing there, but... As I said, it doesn't hurt to have a unit there for vision purposes. There is... How about this? There is no escape. Oh, not enough. Not enough. I could call it no escape, though. I know that wasn't in reference to the city name, but since this is like at a dead end, I kind of like the idea. Yeah, it's too bad there's no way to get past these mountains. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, though, let's deal with this stack. So we've got ballista elephants, knights, and trebuchets. So the redcoats are really good against this stack. 89% as far as what would the cav get? 91%. Pretty similar. To some extent, it doesn't matter too much. If you're like trying to compare 89% against 91%, there's not really much of a difference. By the way, how close am I to the next Great General? Yeah, I figured I wasn't that far off from getting another Great General. Alright, so now, still that same 89% on the Redcoat. Killing a lot of units. If there's one thing the AI is good at doing, is the AI is very good at producing a ton of units. I'll just put it in Endeavor because that's our heroic epic city. Like, the AI does not fool around. It will build a ton of units. Poor Old Town Road. They're like, why did you do this to us? You crazy psycho! It's like, yeah, sorry about that. It's time for another whip. The sad thing is it is almost time for another whip. It's okay, the draft unhappiness will wear off eventually. So I got 95 versus... Oh, 77. Not great odds there. Ballista elephants are tough, man. So I'm really glad that that I didn't have to deal with knights when I dealt with those big stacks in the previous streaming session. I've actually got a pike here that gets the best odds, I think. I actually get better odds with the pike than with the cavalry. Go for it, pike! The little pike that could. Pretty good stuff. I'll take it. Alright. Let's get you up here. Alright, and now I need a knight here that hasn't moved to take out the last guy. Alright, so not too tricky. Killed every unit again without losing anything. Good stuff. Yeah, I needed a unit in Twin Peaks to be the last one to attack so that it could move onto this tile and then move back again. Alright, so unfortunately now the siege stack's going to have to move up. I guess it can be on the tile east of Twin Peaks next turn. But it's still going to take a few turns to get to Angkor Wat. But, yeah, that's life. Okay, you just hang out down here for the time being. I will probably try to get some kind of unit to relieve you. Alright, and I need to road this tile to get a path through the mountains. Yep, I was thinking about that. I'm going to have one of these, Winnie and Pooh Bear is going to be dispatched on the special mission to go grab this worker. Yeah, you build that road, buddy. As far as this guy goes, there's really, I can only cottage this tile. might as well do something with it, so because Twin Peaks can't work anything else. I can't farm it. There's no access to fresh water. Get this tile roaded at least. So we have another route through the mountains there. So a couple more redcoats coming up. Alright, you should heal. I'll be shifting the Great General Medic up here next turn, so you can just hang out there for right now. Too bad I don't have mobile artillery, which comes in the super late game. Then you get artillery that can move 2 tiles, or bombers. Bombers would allow me to take out the defenses in advance. A long way away, but we should be able to get there eventually. This Redcoat can, like, legit fight. So yeah, I've got a lot of Cavs now. They're the backbone of my military. How many do I have? I have 22 cavalry. And how many Redcoats? 15 Redcoats. Alright. How many more of these do I have? Alright, you two. I should have just moved a bunch of these guys up together. Alright, and you might as well head up this way. No escape. We'll need another missionary for that city. That poor worker. All right, I don't want to draft anymore this turn. We're going to flip back into bureaucracy because it's still, I think it's still better than, well, I don't know. It might be better to go free speech. Well, no, I want bureaucracy because I'm going to build Statue of Liberty. We'll build Statue of Liberty and then we'll flip into free speech. Probably free speech the same time we go state property. And I'm going to go back organized religion too. Rename Anchor Wat to Panama. Oh, you're, well, I can't build a true canal. In Civ 4, you can canal through territory if it's 2 tiles. You can't canal through 3. Panama, Watt Pass. Watt Pass is pretty good too. We'll see. It's going to take a couple turns to take the city, unfortunately.
Wisest men follow their own direction.
Alright, so we finished the theater. Help us get a little culture going here. After the theater, we probably need the forge, would be next. Although that city's a long-term project right now. Very much a long-term project. Waiting for Helm's Deep to come out and expand its borders. There we go. Now I've got the road. Oh, thank you for finishing that road connection there. That poor worker. Anyway. So I wanted to bring my medic unit up here. Alright. You're healed in 1 turn. You're good to go. You're good to go. This pike can come down here and be the defender for Helm's Deep. Hero pike from last turn. It's 7.7 health and it's back to full health next turn. Pretty cool. Alright. There's not even anyone to attack right now. Like, there's literally no one to attack. So we're going to have to cover those units with something, obviously. Upgrade that next turn. The worker, yeah, the worker's just like, that's it, I surrender. Don't kill me, please. And it's like, no, we're not going to kill you. But we are going to You are going to be working for us now. All right, so join city. We even get 3 beakers via representation for it. All right. Healing up the sentry unit. You guys are slightly behind. We'll do your best to catch up. Obviously, we need to defend our siege units here. I'll just put a couple redcoats and a couple full health calves on this tile. I don't need to move all the calves out for another turn. Yeah, next turn I can move out the calves. I just need enough to make sure that this stack is safe. I mean, I think Suryavarman's army is pretty dead at this point. That should be sufficient. Alright, you need to go to this city, no escape. So yeah, it takes a while to move all these units. It really does. Let's get the windmill up here, for lack of other stuff to do. Old Town Road is actually starving right now. I have no idea why the AI would pick that tile. It has 3 unhappy faces. Yeah, we are eventually going to start getting serious war weariness just from capturing so many enemy cities. Even though we aren't losing any units, we still get war weariness. It's one of my long-standing complaints about this game. I feel like if you're not losing units, you shouldn't get war weariness, but that's just me. Alright, let's shift that over. We can get some actual growth taking place. You guys should start heading this way. There'll probably be work for you to do. Alright, so now we can change civics, so we will. We are going back to bureaucracy and back to organized religion. Everything else looks good. Alright, so yeah, our research rate goes up. And now we'll start Statue of Liberty. 19 turns. Obviously, we'll not finish in this golden age. Statue of Liberty is a long-term project, but by starting on it early, we can probably do it in 20 to 20, maybe 25 turns, which is like not short, obviously, but we'll get there eventually. It's just a very, very expensive wonder. Like, we're using the bureaucracy bonus, and right around the time we finish it, we should be right around, whatchamacallit? Right around communism, and then we can get into state property, and we'll drop bureaucracy for free speech, like I said. Next up, I am going for astronomy right now, because I want to get observatories, and then we'll see. Probably after that, well, excuse me, we're going to need to head towards communism, but I also would like steam power assembly line too, because all that stuff's really powerful. Redcoats are doing, to answer that question, Redcoats are doing great, but the Cavs are the real stars of the show. What was that? A barracks in Terror was destroyed by enemy infiltrators. A granary and Great Wall. Okay. Apparently I was hit with a major spying attack there. A little bit weird, but okay. Granary and Great Wall. Okay, well the timing is fine. I mean, it's not like it's going to take a while to replace the granary, but still. Barracks in Terror. We will have to replace that because Terror does train units, but it's still kind of weird. Alright, we finished in the Cav. Again. Get me more Cavs, I guess. Actually, I do need some garrison units, so I'll train a couple Redcoats for that. Yeah, so the city's just growing again. It still has more water tiles to grow onto, so I'm not in any great hurry for worker labor. Not just yet, at least. Stock exchange should be next. That's the next key economic building. So our offensive just keeps grinding onwards. What was the other city? As Terror lost its barracks. Alright, I'll finish that after the missionary. So I should be able to see everybody's demos, although not by a lot. The AI loves to run the espionage slider, which is usually a waste unless you're specifically going for an espionage economy. Alright, anyway, let's just move all these guys up together. A tile. Why can't I upgrade? Should be able to upgrade this to a caravel. That's why I wasn't moving before. Don't galleys upgrade to caravel? Oh no, they upgrade to galleons. Whoops, I could have moved out earlier. Well, now we might as well stick for astronomy. Oops. Oh well. That was my bad. We can pre-chop this and it'll be ready to be chopped when the borders expand next turn.
Yes? Tell me what to do. Ready for action. What's the plan?
Oh, geez, that was one turn away from being turned into a windmill. I guess the AI was in the process of changing the tile over too. Alright. Time to cottage this tile, which we've been putting off for a long time because it was right on the border. Poach can certainly use it. Alright, time to move out the big stack. So watch my income. It's gonna my costs are gonna go up when I start moving this big stack into my enemy territory. Alright, you need to heal. And a lot of these other guys are full health now. They have to start moving out this turn in order to be there when I'm ready to attack. Yep. See how my expenses went up? Might not, it wasn't by a gigantic amount, but it did go up. These redcoats... Let's see, so all the borders are going to disappear when this city gets taken, so I don't think they have to, I don't think the redcoats have to move out just yet. Maybe start them next turn. Yeah, maybe start a couple of them next turn. Well, I moved one up, so let's bring up a couple more. Because I am going to have these trebs moving up. Alright, I don't immediately have something for you to do. I almost need to get to railroad tech so I have something for these workers to do. They've kind of improved everything in the immediate area. Gee, good question. Am I going to go free religion or am I going to try to convert Gilgamesh? It's a good question. I haven't 100% decided yet. I probably should have just gone free religion there, honestly. Oh no, I won't, because I want organized religion for Statue of Liberty purposes. Yeah, my income's gone down by like 15-ish gold per turn. Okay, you can just hang out there as the city's permanent defender. And then I get a little gold back because I'm moving out of that territory. I guess technically I can mine this tile. It's a low priority. Windmill that jungle hill by Hidden Valley. Oh yeah, you're right. This is within the city's borders. Yep. I'll have to move them down and do that. Good suggestion. Oftentimes it's really good to be in theocracy in the late game, just because all your units that are coming out get that extra experience. Yeah, I'm not making a lot of friends in this game. So I'm at my missionary limit at the moment, but I think I will... Let me put it on wealth, because I think I'm going to have a conversion at one of these cities. Where's my other... Well, we'll come back there. Borders at Terror have expanded. Didn't get Versailles. I'm okay with that. Although now I'm going to need money to upgrade this, so it's going to take longer yet. I should have just moved that unit instead of waiting and waiting and waiting. At least you can move all your units together. Civ 4 is really good about being able to move units together in stacks like that. Alright, you can finally drop that spy specialist. And we do now have enough for Globe Theater, although it's going to take a long time. This is not a high production city, unfortunately. Going to take a long time needed for that. So we'll whip this and overflow into that Globe Theater. Poor Twin Peaks can't do a whole lot until after those borders expand. I guess we could chop this. Better than just sitting there doing nothing for the workers. Oh, and we got Helm's Deep out of resistance this turn. That's right. Okay. So the city just needs to expand borders. So when you're trying to do this, you actually want to get 10 culture the first turn. So it is worthwhile to do stuff like this, just because this gets me to 11 culture per turn, and this will pop the borders on the first turn. Yeah. And then we'll reconfigure next turn. This has already been pre-chopped, hasn't it? Yeah, that's already been pre-chopped. So we'll probably chop that next turn to finish the theater. A lot of people working on this windmill. It's like world's #1 windmill. No, just for lack of other stuff to do. Oh, and don't forget the warrior. Warrior is going to come down here and garrison no escape. Although it would be hilarious. Well, no, we probably should not garrison that with the warrior. We can have at least the pike. Because this city is, the capital is on the water. There could, in theory, be a galley, and I would hate to lose this city to a freaking, like, enemy unit hopping out of a boat and taking the city because it's defended by a warrior. That would be pretty hilarious. Could happen, though. All right. Let's get our Great General Medic up there with the rest of the units. Just because we can. These Redcoats in Twin Peaks will move up as soon as the borders disappear from the city being taken. Oh, and we got... Guess what? We got another worker to join the Windmill Brigade. Oh, jeez. That's fine. Yeah, there's a limit of 3 missionaries. You can only have 3 missionaries available. Alright, so we will finish astronomy at end of turn. And then the siege stack has, well, most of the siege stack has made it up to, we've got 8 siege units next to Angkor Wat, and then 3 more trebs a turn behind. Because of the walls, it might take another turn, but we'll see. The city is not on a hill, so... Unfortunately, we did lose... Oh, wait, I didn't build like any monuments, so we didn't lose much of anything there. Alright, so we finished astronomy. We might want to just backtrack to pick up theology while building up money. We finished our jail. Alright, so now we can build observatories. That's the next key science building for us. So we'll do a round of observatories. It is amusing, I've never built a lighthouse, but I have not needed to because I've had enough land tiles that were still useful. You should replace that barracks that got taken out by the spy for no clear reason. At least the double draft on happiness is about to wear off here. Alright, time for the observatory here too. On it, I'm on it, Arc. So Helm's Deep now expands its borders. And we'll chop the theater to completion. So now we can rearrange its tiles. I'll take that back. That. Don't understand why this. Don't quite understand this. But yeah, we just need to get the city growing, fill up that granary so it can start to grow and then whip infrastructure. Alright. Let's split up the stack. Let's see how much these trebs take out. 8%. So yeah, because they have walls here, it's much harder. At least they don't have castles. Now, if I had my 3 other trebs here, it would have been enough to completely take out the defenses. Instead, it's going to be down to like 20% something. Too bad none of these have 2 promotions and can take accuracy. So we got it from 60% down to 14. I think that's probably plenty to attack. I'm impatient. As long as I can still get decent odds. Yeah, I'm still at 88% odds. I think that that's pretty good. Not as good as if I waited, but like I said, if that's the top defender, I'm pretty satisfied with that. That was with my combat 3, dude. Let's hold this guy if we can. Here's another 3 promo guy, 95%, yeah. Alright, so now there's a pike as top defender. So this is probably the only unit that's going to be tough to kill. Well, let's see, what if I use a redcoat instead? Nope, still just a longbow. Well, ooh, only 70% odds? Okay. Now, do I have any shock units in this mix? Yep. So I'll take the 87. Usually you want to try to get the best odds possible. So like here, the shock unit allows me to hit the longbow. So now let's see what we got. So we're still seeing that pike, 79%. So now we're up to 86% on the redcoat, which I think is the best odds I can get. So yeah, that's only 78. That's going to be the same. The only one that would be different is the shocks. That's 79. So yeah, the redcoat gets the best odds right now. So we'll use the redcoat. They'll actually earn a promotion if it wins this. This is one of the draftees. Alright, so now we're down to mace, and we've got those pikes. Still got the pike. I think this guy's got the best, 77% versus 78%. Yeah, alright. I think this is the best odds I can get. Alright, so we did win. I mean, it's not exactly like a tough dice roll. It is an 80% dice roll. But I think that's still the best I could get. 78 again. It's the pike has been causing the problems. I've been trying to work around this pike the whole time. Probably should have just bit the bullet and gone after him. 77. Alright, let's just use a combat 2. 79 versus 78. Alright. Take the better odds again. Alright, so it still leaves that pike. I'm still left with the same problematic matchup as before, because I don't think I can get another... No, I can get one more. This guy's got 5 XP. There we go. Well, it's still only 80% odds, even with shock. At least I have 6% retreat odds. Actually, we won flawlessly. We didn't even take any damage. Alright, so then that makes it for an easy battle with this guy. Yeah. Because the calves do really well against the mace. Alright. Let's just see what's in here. Granary Lighthouse Forge Grocer, not bad. So what's the name for this city, you guys? I'll need you guys to suggest a name. Oh, look at this. There's a great merchant, super specialist in here. That's right. You guys suggested Watt Pass and Panama. That's right. All right. Cool. All right. So next up, we'll start heading for Anchor Tom next. See, we're still looking good here. And now this will open the open the route up into the heart of Suryavarman's territory. Like this row of 4 cities is kind of the heart of his domains. So we'll go for Anchor Tom next. And then that city doesn't even have any walls, so I might just like send 2 trebs up in that direction. And the other one's to Haralaya. That city's on a hill, so I will need to make sure I take out the defenses there. Yeah. We might split the stack after we take Anchor Tom. Like move here. Alright. In the meantime, though, let's bring all the injured units up.
Tell me what to do.
Actually, all the calves should move up. All of the calves. There's no reason for any of the calves to wait. Because the units that are trailing can defend the units that are a little bit behind. Alright, so these guys move on up. Or actually, I could have those 3 trebs. You know what? No reason for them to wait. They can start moving up immediately. Get started a turn earlier, bombarding the city's defenses. No reason not to. Protect them with these redcoats. And then the calves can catch up next turn on that hill tile. Alright. So now we just got to rally all the units forward. So I think all the tiles are basically improved at Dune. Not much more to do here. Oh, there's another hill tile up there. I can chop and then mine. Here we go. So we can upgrade. Oh, we do have enough gold to upgrade. Yay. Woo! Alright, chop that theater to completion. And then I guess we'll cottage that tile. We also need to cottage this tile here. There's no reason for this to be a farm tile. With the floodplains, we have a +6 food bonus. There's no real need to do that. For some reason, they workshop those tiles. Huh. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll watermill that tile. Actually, that's probably a better call, is to watermill that, because I don't need food there. I mean, I guess I could bring irrigation up here to Twin Peaks, but that doesn't seem necessary either. And then now that we've cleared out that territory, we can start improving Twin Peaks. So yeah, watermill feels like it would probably be a good choice here, especially when I get into state property. So I have played plenty of multiplayer. I haven't played multiplayer on stream, though. It's definitely a different game than what you see in single player. Alright, so Twin Peaks does need to get some additional food. Like, as much as I hate to drop some of these awesome windmill tiles, I'll keep the windmills for now while I'm in the golden age, but I am going to need to farm some more of these tiles just so the city has more food. It's got to get up to like +5 food surplus, and that means working three grassland farms. Yeah, Poached. Get over your draft unhappiness. The first bit of that will be coming off in a turn or so. Alright, there's our sentry unit. So that gives us a little bit more vision. By the way, what does Suryavarman's power look like? Yeah, look at that bar graph. Whoop! This was when we killed his big stacks, and then each one of these drops represents when we took a city that had a lot of defenders. So yeah, we're hurting him pretty badly. Somehow I am not #1 in GNP. I guess that's... Is that Wynakoppak, I would think? Yep, he's still largely keeping pace with me, but... he's still a good ways behind. Like, look, he's still missing liberalism, astronomy, gunpowder, printing... Oh, he still doesn't even have printing press yet, so he's quite a ways behind. He's got a lot of gold for what that's worth. Alright. So yeah, we'll keep rallying some of these units forward. This random warrior, poor Sean Bean. Sean Bean going to Helm's Deep. All right, so I think that's all for this turn, right? Yeah, we're not doing any more civic swaps at the moment. Mostly trying to focus on this military campaign. Open board. Oh yeah, sure. Fine with me. Are you actually willing to trade? Because like I wouldn't mind trading for wines. I don't think I have that. Like I would trade for clams when I'm about to get a source of clams. How about your world map? Okay. 5 gold, sure.
2 cities have been formed by 2 loves.
I'm not going to research Divine Right. That's not useful for me. Alright. Scientific method, I think. Scientific method or steam power? Corporation's not a bad call either. +1 trade route per city is worth quite a bit of money right now. It's not like I have Great Lighthouse. Also would let Desert Oasis get started on Wall Street. I just need scientific method. I just need communism by the time that I'm ready to run my next golden age, which is still a little ways off. I'm still in a golden age, obviously. Boy. Steam power would be nice, though. The levies, the workers build improvements 50% faster. That's true. That's the next golden age. Magnus is completely correct. It's factories and swapping into state property. So we need a little bit of time for that yet. Well, I've got the great people for a golden age. That's not the issue. I'm just trying to think out like the fastest way to do this. Like what is the proper prioritization of all of this? I'll do corporation because it's cheaper. Like look at corporation, 2400. Steam power is more than double the cost. Steam power is also like 50% more. So let's do corporation because of its relative cheapness. You trained your first gunpowder unit. Pretty hilarious, right? I have like 20 Redcoats, but that was the first one I actually built in a city. So that's pretty funny. All right, so we got the theater done. All right, so right now the city just needs to grow. Let's get the forge up. That'll increase the power of future whips. I probably need to go back and check some of my other cities. All right, so we can almost one-turn corporation. Obviously, we had some overflow, but still, we can do about 80% of it in one turn. That makes sense if you look at the corporation. So we're getting standard 20% prerequisite bonus. So our true research rate is 1524 times 1.2. I should explain what that means. So we're actually getting about a little over 1,800 beakers into corporation. And the tech costs 2,500. So yeah, we're knocking out about 70%. So what do I mean by standard 20%? Well, if you look at these arrows on the tech tree, for every arrow that has a prerequisite, you get a 20% bonus in actual research applied to that tech. So most techs have one prerequisite. So the standard is you get 20% more than what this says is the standard amount that you get. Some techs have 2. So like let's look at scientific method. If I research chemistry before researching scientific method, I'll get 40% bonus research. Is that worthwhile to divert to chemistry? Probably not, but it's something worth thinking about. There are a very few number of techs that have 3. Writing is kind of famously a cheap tech because there's 3 prerequisites: pottery, animal husbandry, and priesthood. If you have all 3, you actually get 60% more than what the beaker count says. So it's cheaper than it looks like. And conversely, there are a few techs that have no prerequisite. Astronomy, no prerequisites. So you get none of those bonus beakers. It's actually more expensive than the cost suggests. Flight's another one. Flight's more expensive. Divine Right, no prerequisites. So blah, blah, blah. Oh, you need chemistry for steam power. Well, thanks for clarifying that, Burninator. You are right, of course. Required. That's not a prerequisite. That's something you have to have in order to research it. So yeah, we'll do corporation, then maybe chemistry. Then we should do chemistry because we're going to need it anyway. And then we'll have to think about whether we want to go scientific method communism or steam power first at that point. So yeah, we'll see. We're heading in that direction though. And of course, we'll also use that golden age to help us finish Statue of Liberty. All right. So let's First grab all the calves that are full health. Let me see which ones are full here. All right, this one's full health. This one is not. You need to heal. And move this one first, because that one is at the front of the queue. All right, who is not full health? All right, you are not full health, although you will be next turn. You I need to promote so that you will be healed up in one turn. Who else needs healing? So what I'm going to do here is move all the ones that have a green icon next to their name. Trying to get the ones that are hurt first. All right, you. Logistics for the win. All right, move up. The calves riding out. So I did that correctly. All the units in Watt Pass are the ones healing. All the ones forward. I missed one. This dude. I missed this one apparently. And then you guys move up too. A big old stack. I still have one forest near the capital. That's true. I have one back here. I don't know if I've got this worker in the area. Oh, now we got a much better ship. Oh, you know what else I can do? I forgot about this. Forgot I could upgrade this unit too. Use that galleon to go hunt down that galley. See if I can kill it. Alright, the other Redcoats I'll just have hang out in this city for the time being. And the Great General Medic needs to hang out in the city too. This Redcoat needs to heal. So because of that, I'll move this Redcoat forward. Here's the rest of the siege. I forgot the rest of the siege stack is actually back here. Because it attacked and captured Watt Pass last turn. So yeah, we've got some of the siege like a turn ahead, and then the rest is following behind. You should heal. Note that I'm not doing a lot of city garrison promotions, and it's just because I don't really expect to get attacked by the AI in this game. You guys come up here and... Alright, well that's enough farms. I only need 3 farms for +5 food surplus. The rest of these tiles can probably be cottage, but we should road through here. Yeah, there we go. Just so I have some road coverage through this area. There we go. Alright, we failed the last time at no escape, but that time we did escape, I guess. Alright, you can shuffle up to Twin Peaks, and then that Twin Peaks defender can go forward. Oh, there's still... I didn't realize there were all these Redcoats in here. I was like, what are all these Redcoats doing here? I think I had them queued up from before and just forgot they were in there. Alright, looking good here. Alright, so this city only has 40% cultural defenses. How do I know this? Because otherwise it would extend out to here. So it only has 40%, so 20, 40. Okay, so this tile will be in JN whatever's borders after it expands, but this will not. So I need to get workers up here to road this tile. Be prepared to road it as soon as the city falls. Because then if this tile's roaded, I can go from here right to here. So I'm going to have to grab some of these workers and move them up there. Be prepared to like road that immediately. Okay. Thinking in advance. You can save yourself turns if you're thinking stuff like that in advance. It helps to know the rules of where the borders will be. Anchor Tom only has 40% borders too, but Hari Haralaya has 60%. So Hari Haralaya's borders extend 20, 40, 60. Here, here, here will all be in the borders. This tile will still be in the borders too. Hari Haralaya will still control this tile, but this will not be. Anyway. So yes, I'm still just cranking out cabs. I've done nothing but build cabs pretty much non-stop in that city. And that's because it's the most efficient way to make use of that city. Heroic Epic is pretty awesome. Oh, and so we've now finally come out of our Golden Age, but we're still at 1,300 beakers. We are now losing money at 50% science, though, so that does mean we're going to have to get a move on towards, what's it called? State property, sooner rather than later. Still, we got some nice huge stacks of enemy units now, of units here now. There's a new size 1 city here. Cute. So I actually have converted almost all of his cities. There's one up there, Shurupak, which could be tricky because it has 2 religions in it already, so that means the odds are only like 80% that I would succeed. Oh, I still have that workboat, by the way. Bodie McBoatface is still hanging around. Probably not ever going to be used. That's okay, though. Bodie McBoatface. State property is a little overpowered. They balanced it somewhat in the in Beyond the Sword because you can't use corporations with it. That said, this map probably doesn't have enough like food for Sid Sushi to be that useful. Usually Sid Sushi is the really abusive one, but there's very few seafood resources on this Highlands map. So, yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and you should probably move up with the rest of the army now, because there's no more units to heal back there in Watt Pass. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to need a couple workers up there with the army, as I said. Yeah, from here they can move on to that hill town next turn. Oh, do I have anyone else who can get onto that tile? Oh, I've got one worker. Oh, geez, this one is just finished a road. Dang it. I wish I could go back to the start of this turn and cancel that road. I could have had this unit move here, finish the road. Or no, I couldn't, because they're not on a road right now. They can't make it there, dang it. That's why you always got to keep workers near the front lines. See, I've got one worker, but not 2. That's too bad. It's not going to be enough to road that tile, unfortunately. Well, let's get a couple more workers up near the front lines. I was amiss in doing that. Now I've missed my opportunity to road that tile. Alright, that gets me a couple up there. You guys can hang out down here. Yeah, like we should definitely cottage this tile. Although there's an argument for... Oh, I already had another missionary queued up for that city. There is an argument for keeping them as workshops for state property. Oh, I guess we're still positive at 60% research, so we're still in decent shape. Nope, doesn't matter. You're thinking of spies, Picard. The spying missions, you have better odds, but not the... Oh, we actually got attacked. Okay.
Corporation. Now.
Confucian missionary progress was destroyed. Okay. Well, you guys have fun with that. Alright, I can't quite finish chemistry in one turn. Silly AI. Okay. Well, they sabotaged the... Why? What is it with Terra that they're wasting their espionage points on at this city? Anyway. So, I've been a little bit amiss in going through my... I have not really been watching my cities. I probably missed some whip cycles, yeah. So I should probably go through and do that while I'm thinking about it. Because I've been focusing on the military and haven't been like right on top of this. Alright, so Fishy. That's fine. The observatory. This is a city where I'm not whipping anymore. Market. Yep. No. No. Bad city. Work your cottages. Work your cottages, Hill of Swords. That's... Yeah, it'll regrow immediately, so that's worth doing. Oh, jeez, what is it with this game sometimes? I swear. And you better grow back onto that cottage. Alright, you need to finish the granary. Yeah, you got a lot of unhappiness. We do want to whip that, but we'll wait until it's done. You are going to finish the grocery. You can whip the observatory. Let's get that. Again, seriously, work your cottages, folks. That's fine. We're out of the golden age, so let's run high food. You're filling up your granary. Let's fill up the food box first. Similar thing here. All right, and then we're good for now. That was a little bit weird that they just randomly attacked. Okay, so there's a group here. Let's just make sure that there's some units in Watt Pass. Like, I think if I have like 4 or 5 redcoats, I'm in pretty good shape there. All right. Also split the stack here. Let's see how much we can take out. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait for the rest of the siege stack to move up. So remember I said I'm going to split the stack. I'm actually going to do that right now. I want 3 trebs, because 3 trebs will be enough to reduce that city's defenses to 0. I want 3 trebs on the northern tile. And then the others I want to move on the southern tile. Of course, obviously that means I now need to protect that stack. Or should I have just attacked the city this turn? Well, let's wait for next turn, I guess. It's not on a... I probably should have just attacked it this turn, but now that I've moved the siege units, I'll leave it go. Or let it go. Move that guy up there, and then we got to cover him with a cav. Just moving a couple of them back to defend that city. I think Watt Pass is fine with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 redcoats in it. I don't really expect them to be able to punch through, but let's put a cav in there too. All right, so we do need to cover some of these units.
Tell me what to do. What do you need? Your orders.
Got a couple redcoats. We'll move.
All present and accounted for. Reporting for duty.
2 redcoats there.
Reporting for duty.
Move some dudes up there. Cover that worker.
Waiting your orders. Waiting your
You can also move there.
At your service.
Actually, let's split them up like so. Give me more options on the next turn. And the rest of you, just fortify for the turn. Where did that galley go? Oh, can't find it. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong body of water. That would explain it. This actually is kind of a useful unit. It can give me some vision over here. Not much, but I can see... Okay, there's just a longbow, pike, and sword. I don't know if I even need to drop the defenses. I might just run some calves up there and capture it. I might not... Like, if there's only 3 units, I can just run calves up and take that city. I don't even have to care about dropping the defenses. I'll lose a unit or 2, but whatever. Twin Peaks long-term probably should be a production city, because there's just very little in the way of commerce potential here. Like, workshopping these tiles is probably not the worst idea. I think I'll toss down a few workshops while these workers are waiting around for something else to do.
All present and accounted for.
Jeez, okay, fine, you can road that tile. Whereas Homes Deep has pretty decent commerce potential. It's a very immature cottage, but probably better to work the water mill there. I'll leave the workshop there. That tile's not very useful. I guess we'll cottage that. Just while we're here. This is more for something to do than out of any great need. Alright, so we did manage to spread religion in Watt Pass. I haven't had time to send many missionaries up here because I've been getting them out of the... I've needed to convert the new cities to my state religion. Alright, let's see what they do. Let's see if this group actually attacks. Like, I've got 6 units there. Alright, just for safety's sake. Oh no, they went after my huge stack of units. Okay. Alright. Okay. You have fun with that. I mean, I guess that's one thing they could do. Well, that went well for them. I would say that was a questionable choice. Alright, so now we're going to get the observatories up. Also, Dune, work your cottage, seriously. How many times do I have to say this? Observatory. Oh, I already... No, that was the observatory. Okay. So I guess jail is next. Either that or... Well, we'll do the market. Why not? Jail's not as high of a priority. Alright, so we replaced the granary that was sabotaged earlier. And now you do observatory. You also get the observatory up. You know, we got a lot of stuff finished that last turn. 4 turns. Alright, I'll keep that tile on for the higher food surplus. More observatories. Yeah. Alright, so that was interesting. Really didn't do much damage. Carrie Ells, the Redcoat, got who was a promoted, I think, mace from back in the day. Scored a couple kills there. Oh, we got another great scientist. Okay. So what's our great person collection? We've got a merchant and 2 scientists and 2 artists. So obviously the next golden age would be scientist plus artist. And then I actually have enough for a third 3-person golden age after that, which is probably the most I'm going to get in this game. The 4-person golden age is hard to reach. Alright, I don't see where that galley went to. Did they just, like, delete it? Oh, I think it moved... Did it move back in the city and then got captured? Something like that. Oh, you know what I can do? I can institute a coastal blockade. Everybody's favorite mechanic! Woo! Coastal blockade! God, I hate the coastal blockades. Okay. So let's take out the defenses here. Yeah, it's going to be too long to walk units up there. I'm just going to send a group of cavs to take out that city. At 1%? Okay, I think we can leave it at 1%. Alright, so who's top defender? Longbow, 2 maces, crossbow. Alright, so the pike is the only unit that's going to be tricky here. So let's just bite the bullet and deal with the pike right away. I've got a combat 3. Alright, so we'll use the combat 3. I expect the pike will be the next one to pop up. Yeah, the coastal blockade. For those who might not have been familiar with our multiplayer games, the coastal blockade denies you the ability to work a whole bunch of tiles. You can literally have a galley denying the ability to work tiles that the galley can't even move to. It's preposterous. Alright, are there any cav units in there? No, so that unit's not going to be too useful for this battle. Let's save that guy. Alright, we'll take the 94% odds again. Obviously it helps as your units get more and more promoted. In some ways it gets easier and easier to keep winning these battles. Alright, there's the pike. Oh, we actually get the shock guy going up against him. Nice. Combat 2 shock. Looks like the pike was brand new. It still has that promotion aura. So it was probably whipped in that city. Alright. So now that this is pretty much over at this point. 97. 99. Alright, we'll take the 99 over the 97. Not that it makes a huge difference. Alright, it's just a mace and a catapult. 99. Why take 95 and have a 5% odds of losing when you can take 99? Alright, and we will give the honor of capturing the city to... Where's our great general healer? Oh, he's on this stack. Jeez, I've got these 3 stacks. I kind of forgot what unit was on what tile. Bernard Montgomery. Alright, so we need a name for this city too. Just a forge and a courthouse? Not great. Would have been nice if the granary had survived capture, but that's fine. Isengard. Alright, so 540. This tile shouldn't be... Wait, why is this tile in the borders? This shouldn't be in their borders here. I wonder if that's a mix-up on the part of the game. There's no city that's putting culture on this tile right now, because Jayan Nagari controls these tiles and then this tile, but not this one. And then this city, Haralaya, 60. It's 60% culture. 20, 40... 20, 40, 60. Yeah, there's no city putting culture on this tile. That's like a bug. People seem to like Isengard, so I don't know how we got on the Lord of the Rings theme, but why not? Alright, so these cabs I wanted to send up there. I was actually attacking from the wrong tile. I should have been attacking from this tile. Actually thought I was attacking from that tile, but... Alright. Anyone who's healthy needs to head up there, and that's healthy enough for our purposes. We're going to go take that city next turn. We don't have seats, so we're going to lose a cab or two, but like we have a lot of cabs. We can afford to take losses. It's better to do that than to slowly walk all the way up there. You can't make it there, so... Obviously the rifles are too slow. They can't make it there. And then these... They can actually make it to there, but... And they probably should if they can. Cut off any chance for reinforcements to run into the city. So that road will be finished next turn. I gotta cover that unit with somebody. You can cover them. So you guys can cover... Well, put it this way. Let's have one of you go in this city. I need 2 of you to stay and defend these trebuchets. You guys march in here. You definitely need to go in there to heal. As for the rest of you, we're going to start moving down to Haralaya. And the odds are probably the best to have this guy attack. So let's do that, shall we? Oh boy, I see you brought friends. Fortunately, I brought friends too. Alright. Now that Wat Pass is... The danger's kind of moved on from Wat Pass. Alright, so you hang out there. Gonna take a while before these are useful, but as I said, there's not a ton else to build right now. This can happen. Now, eventually I'm going to get to railroads, and then all of a sudden I'm going to need workers like crazy again. But for now, I don't have a huge need for most of these workers. How many do I have in here? All right, let's keep 2 redcoats in that city, and the others, let's move out. Okay, that tile will not be in their culture after this turn. All right, so we're gonna grab this city next turn, so you guys can be thinking about names for this city too. Do the other AIs have rifling yet? Good question. Does anyone have rifling? All right, so Wynakopek has printing press. He does not have replaceable parts. Gilgamesh, no printing press, so he's behind there. Kathy, no printing press, also no education. Hammurabi doesn't have paper. Suryavarman doesn't have printing press, so he's 3 techs away at a minimum 4 techs because he needs gunpowder. And Ahsoka somehow is all the way up to physics, but also is missing guilds and education. He's actually threatening to take the physics great scientist, which is like whatever. I have plenty of great scientists. That is a very dedicated beeline. Guilds, nationalism, education, and then physics. So he obviously went astronomy scientific method, even though he doesn't have guilds back here, which is bizarre. It's like whatever. So yeah, we'll probably do steam power next. Probably steam power next. Like I said, I don't really care if he gets that. Although airships wouldn't be bad to have. Airships are kind of nice. The Shire for this city. J City, the Shire. I like the Shire over J City. Okay. I mean, you can go after that stack if you want. It's pretty well defended. Oh boy, okay. What were the odds of that?
Between poverty and starvation and the abundant life.
I gotta check to see what the odds were of that. I want to get before I obsolete monasteries, I want to get a Confucian monastery here too, just so I can build missionaries there if I need to. All right, stock exchange done, onto observatory. So what were the odds in that last battle? Well, 20%. I wouldn't say those are good odds, but I guess they had some odds to... Oh, Hammurabi wants to come join in this war too. Well, you have fun with that. Interesting. Alright, well let's do this fight first. So there's only 3 units in this city, and one of them is a sword. So, yeah. One of them is a sword. So the only unit that's really tricky here is the pike. So we'll use the shock unit. Now, no, even in this scenario where we have not done anything to the cultural defenses, we're still getting 2/3 odds to win. Because I fortunately have a shock unit up here. So we'll take our odds. 65% to win and another 10% to retreat. Unfortunately, we lost. Oh, no, we retreated. Okay. It looked like it, but that's basically as good as a win because the pike is now crippled. So that 10% retreat odds actually came in handy. Also, for some reason, I moved Hawkeye up here. Not the unit I wanted. And now we're up to 80-90% odds, so looking pretty good now. Sorry, the retreat animation looks the same as the you have lost the battle animation right up until you actually win. Alright, what's a unit that's not... Alright, so this unit can capture the city and then heal inside. Yeah, it probably was my formation, Cav. Instead of J and whatever, it's the Shire. Granary Lighthouse. Alright, that's not bad. That's about the basics of what we would hope to see in a captured city that's on the water. Where's the theater? There we are. Alright. What the... Again, how is there culture on this tile? I don't understand how there's culture on this tile from the enemies. That it really doesn't make any sense. That has to be like a bug. Anyway. So we are going to kill that ballista elephant. Because this will get us a promotion here. All right, let's move up the rest. And start taking out the defenses of Haralaya the following turn. I still don't understand how there's culture on this tile. Like, it doesn't make sense why this is not in my control. It should be neutral. There's no city putting culture on this tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like, Haralaya's borders only extend up to here. There's, again, no city putting culture on this tile, but for some reason the game thinks that there is. Which is just annoying because now it means instead of moving just here, I have to, like, move down and around. No, it'll disappear next... well, maybe not next turn. It'll certainly disappear when Haralaya gets taken, but it's still weird. Alright, so right now the super healer is down here in Isengard, so that's where I want to move any unit that has like a serious healing need, like this guy. Although that guy is going to get a promotion. There's the person who retreated. So there's our brave Suryavarman. And you will move here for the extra vision, because I've got more siege units here. I've got the little siege stack. It's still trailing behind. Alright, so much for this unit. You know what, I can... Well, let's do this. Let's go take that Barb City, shall we? Grab someone who's full health. Let's go grab it. Because why not? Alright, so we've got some units in here. Who needs to heal? You. 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 You do not. Go join the party down there. So you can see how the having 2 move units just makes everything so much faster. Alright, one of you come join there, another one come protect that stack. Actually, since these units in here can only make it in here, we can take the full health Redcoats. Well, I guess they've already moved. They already used up their movement points. Oh well. I'm not worried about that unit getting attacked. I guess you guys might as well walk the long way around. And one of these guys in Watt Pass can move up now. I don't need 2 of them in Watt Pass. Alright, so you come join down here. I guess that's as close as I can get. That guy's trailing behind the rest of the offensive. Yeah, you stay in there. I was going to say if I fail that, I'm going to be very annoyed. Alright. I want some of you for roading duty. Maybe not that many, but like 3 of you. Just to be over here in case I need you. And the rest of you can hang around here building stuff that's probably not going to be used. Like these workshops are not really needed right now. Alright. It's pretty nice that Steam Power is only a 3-turn research. How are we doing on Statue of Liberty? 15 turns? We'll see if we can speed that up with the Golden Age once we get a little bit closer to state property. Oh, No Escape came out of... I didn't even realize it came out of Resistance. Okay. Honestly, this looks pretty good. To be like, there's not a whole lot that this city really needs. I guess we'll finish the theater, but yeah, not too much needed here. Oh, it doesn't have the clams. Oh, geez, they never connected the clams. What the... We'll get a fishing boat for that. Like, seriously, what the heck? Why were the clams never connected? Whatever. See, they still have a lot of... We yearn to join the motherland unhappiness. And we will need a lighthouse here. But by and large, this city looks great. It doesn't need a lot in terms of tiles. I think this city can whip the observatory, though. I'll whip it next turn, because then I'll be one turn away. Bizarre that it didn't connect that ever. Oh well. We definitely would need missionaries for some of these new cities. You only need one turn to heal, nice.
At your service. Tell me what
It was so funny, I was going to take this city much earlier, and then right when I was about to attack it, the auto upgraded to a longbow inside, and I was like, what the heck? Sadly, I don't think I'm ever going to get control of these. Well, honestly, I think I might just raise this city. I'm just not going to get control of this tile because it's right at Babylon's capital, so I might just raise the city. I know that's sad, but... Alright, let's see what we can do here in terms of siege units. Oh, wow, okay, better than I thought. I didn't realize, I guess there's no walls there. I thought that city had... No, that's right, we looked earlier and it didn't have walls. Nice, so much for all your defenses. Go trebuchets. Yashadapura does have walls, though. I'm probably going to play until we take the capital, and then that'll be a good stopping point for today's session. You can't get through as many turns later in the game. They just take longer. Just because, you know, I can't spend all day on this. So we'll take see if we can take the capital and then get ready to stop. Because we're already at the 3-hour mark right now. But campaign grinds onward for the moment. And note that I was right. Remember how I said there was no city putting culture on that tile? Yeah, there wasn't. I have no idea why the borders were bugged out like that. Really weird. Anyway. Demos, yeah, apparently we're not even first in GNP, which is insane. Remember, GNP does not necessarily equal research, but Waina Kopek apparently is doing something. He's probably in free speech. Like we would get a big boost in GNP if we went to free speech, because we would get double culture in every city. But anyway. Alright, so what do we have in here? Oh, we actually have quite a few defenders. Is this city on a hill? Alright, this city is on a hill, and that makes it significantly harder. In fact, it's probably enough that I wouldn't mind splashing some damage on some of these guys. But let's see what odds we get. Yeah, see, we're only at 67% odds, and that's, again, because of the hill bonus. Longbows are tough to take out on hills. Well, I think I still prefer having the... catapults for siege down, for the collateral... taking out the city defenses. But still, yeah, this is the first city we've been up against that actually was on a hill. So, be a little bit tougher. Like, this is only 2/3 odds, which is not ideal. Yep. So, yep, Gorilla 2 unit. Tough opponent.
yes. Ready for action.
I have another... Actually, these calves have very few promotions. Interesting. Alright. We have taken out the best defender, though, which was the Gorilla 2 longbow. And now we've got the pike showing as top defender. Alright, so now we're up to 77% odds. Odds should keep getting better constantly with each battle I win. Alright, so now let's see if I have any of those formation calves left. Oh, this guy's just short of good enough odds. So there's only one ballista elephant. So this is the last unit that should be tough to kill. So I will go with the Combat 2 unit that's just fresh and has no other promotions. I mean, we're still at looking like 80% odds, but those are not ideal. Alright, so we got to retreat. That's fine. Obviously, it would be better to kill the unit, but the main thing is we just don't lose that unit. So we should be able to... Yeah, now we're up to the 90% odds again. Yeah, I mean, I thought about sending in the catapults. It's just I don't think they would have done that much. I didn't seriously lose at 93, did I? Okay. Could have happened. So here's one other little tidbit. Note that because they're attacking a city on a hill, these cavalry actually don't have any movement points left after. See how they have the little red dots? They do not have another movement point left over. All right, so yeah, the guy with the shock promotion does not get selected right now. 60, oh, only 63. Oh, that's because that guy's injured. All right, yeah, so here's the 80% odds. Yeah, 2 maces left. One of them has got a woodsman promotion, though, which is not anything special. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units left. I don't know if I have enough attackers left to kill everything. Oh, only 43% on that. Alright, let's take the 98% odds. Oh, shoot. He didn't attack from the tile I expected him to attack from. So now he's off by himself. Not a huge deal, but would be better, obviously, if that were not the case. Alright, this should be the last battle that has not great odds. Yeah. The last one at 80%-ish. Alright, still won. And should be easy to win from here. 96, let's just get... Why take 96 when I can get 99? Alright, and now it's just... Yeah. Whatever we want to finish it off. Just barely had enough attackers. In fact, this is literally the last unit that can attack. Otherwise, I would have had to wait another turn, which would be fine, but... Oh, wait, there was still another... Oh, geez, there's still another unit. Ah, crud. There's one crippled ballista elephant. These units can't reach the city, can they? No. Ah, well. Unfortunately, even the Great General Medic can't get there. Haha. That's too bad. Because the catapults could attack, but they would not... They wouldn't be able to kill it. They can't kill units. So... Like, you can attack, but actually, no, I can't attack. It's already redlined. Oh, well. That sucks. Oh, well. I'll just move through on the next turn, but it will slow me down a turn. Getting some full health units on that tile in case they have to defend. That's fine. Let's have this guy go up to be the actual defender for the Shire. Yeah, unfortunately I can't like road my way through this either. Alright, you're full health. I have no idea why it's showing the catapult as top defender in this particular stack. You're healthy. Who else is healthy? You. And that's it. I probably should have rotated this tile. Oh well. Cool, so we got another dude. Alright, you guys can heal here until the city falls. Yeah. Alright, so that was annoying, but like I said, not much I could do about that. If only this wasn't in the borders, that would make it... I could have gone here, here, here last turn. But it is. No, I can't. I actually can't attack this tile. I literally can't attack with them because this unit. There's one unit that's already redlined. I literally can't attack with the catapults. I'm sorry if I wasn't able to get that point across adequately. It's actually not possible to attack with them. Alright, so Twin Peaks now is, yeah, this looks better here. Let it finish the forge naturally. This gets it to +5 food surplus, which is what it needs. Then it can grow on to like the windmills and the other tiles. Yes, there's not a lot for it to do here. I guess we can mine this tile. But we've kind of improved most of the tiles. Watt Pass is probably going to need some improvement in turn or two when it comes out of resistance. Alright. I'm looking to see if there's any place. Why is the city losing? Oh, is it unhappy? Oh yeah, we've got war weariness here starting to kick in. But why is it losing food? Do we lose a health resource somewhere? See if we can trade for one. Nope. He doesn't want to trade for them. Well, we're about to get clams. Oh, he has silver. Sure, we'll trade for that. He's not going to be willing to trade, is he? No. Someone, I already have corn, right? Unless someone pillaged my corn. Well, no. See, the thing about the capital is I do need production, right? Like, I'm building the Statue of Liberty. I need the production from the mines. This is not a serious issue. I'll have the clams hooked up long before the city would be at starvation risk. Yeah, temporary problems. The clams, exactly. I'm going to have the clams connected in 2 turns, so I have to move to the tile. So it's not a big deal. I was just curious why it was suddenly losing food at all. I can never have too many calves. Alright. So let's go back. This city's been doing some redcoats, because I do need actual defenders. Alright, enough with the workers. So there's 1 crossbow now. Get me. I don't know why I promoted him shock. I was thinking shock, but then I was like, wait, no, it's a crossbow. That's not a shock unit. Alright, you, 99%. Alright, install a new governor. Oh yeah, and so we need a name for this city too. Once again, the borders are all bugged out and it's obnoxious. Starving rather than losing health. Okay. Fair point. So yeah, it's not a health issue. It just literally doesn't have enough food. Gotcha. Okay. In a worst case scenario, we can always steal the rice away. I guess it just grew to another size. Yeah, I guess that's it. It just grew to another size and there's not enough food here. Okay. Yeah, so we'll need food from somewhere. Like I said, we might end up stealing that rice tile. This is just so obnoxious. Like, look at that. Again, no commerce city actually controls these tiles, but the borders are bugged out. Has long been an issue in Civ. But it's going to make it so I can't move. These 3 trebs are not going to be able to move up with this stack, though. All right. So anyway, this will disappear next turn. Oxford. It does look like it's on a river, and there's a lot of cottages. Alrighty, so I do need to kill this unit here. I think that works. I'm going to move this guy up just so I have more of it. Well, where's my sentry unit? Here. How far can I move him? Alright, split up these units. Where is Hawkeye anyway? I know he's in this stack, right? Yeah. Oh, he was part of the grouped units. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Oh, geez. Okay. Never mind. There's only 2 units here. We don't need a siege stack here at all. And again, this is why it's really valuable to get the lay of the land before you actually move your units. Get information first if you can. Alright, so we just need to literally just attack this. Like, I will probably lose two cavalry doing it, but like, so what? Unfortunately, only units on this tile are eligible to be in position to attack next turn. So you're seeing me go forward here with some units that are nowhere close to being healthy. Just because I want to be able to attack that tile next turn. Basically, well, this is too low. This is like 2.3 health and no promotion. Yeah, it's not going to matter. So the siege units should start moving towards Naga Jayasri. Some tough names here. We can get to this tile this turn. I'll protect that with some of the units that can't reach Yasad Har. It's like this unit can promote and get to 9 health. That's good enough to finish off a weakened unit. But these guys are all... That should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Send one more, just in case. The other thing I can do is I can take this medic and move it here. And that way the medic can also attack in a desperation situation. Can move here, here, and then use the third move to attack. That should be enough. Now I only have 2 full health cabs, but there's a whole bunch of damaged ones behind it that can attack. So you move in here, and you can start healing next turn in the city. Alright, so you calves... Yeah, can't get down to that tile. I want 1 here, just to protect the units on this tile. And then the rest of you... come down here. Protect those units. I guess you guys, because you can't reach this tile, because of that stupid cultural bug, might as well occupy this road. Just block it off, stop the AI from being able to head over there. Alright, there's our clams. Alright, you take that, and now you come on down here. You can join that group there. Sydney-on-Sea. This is the Khmer capital, so I don't know if we want like a special name for that or not. This is mostly just make work here. Working for the sake of working. Largely just chilling until railroads become available. You guys can pre-chop like this forest, I guess. Oh no, this one. Sydney-on-Sea is a special name? Okay. Oh yeah, and we have that attack up there. I forgot about that. Now, is there any real need to attack this Barb City? No. But we're still going to do it anyway. We don't even get experience. You can't get experience unless you... you can only get experience up to 10 with Barb units. I guess we'll get some capture gold. Return control of the Babylonian Empire. I mean, there's nothing in here. There's no food. We're never going to get control of this resource. Sorry. I've got enough. I have plenty of cities. We'll just take that out. I'm trying to think if it's more valuable to be here or here. Probably here, because then I'm on the road network for next turn. All right, anyone else healthy here? Well, a lot of these redcoats are. I probably don't need this many redcoats in here. Are these all full health? Yes. Leave 2 of them there for right now. So Nagid Jarasri's borders. This tile shouldn't be in Nagid Jarasri's borders next turn, if I'm reading it correctly. 360. Yeah. Go here. Alright. That should cover everything. Let me go through my cities real quick and see if anything needs to be whipped. This city does not store covering. Everyone's like, why do you hate us so much? Alright, that city, as I've mentioned, I'm not whipping. That city's... This city is really awesome. It's going to start Wall Street next. Long build, but I can put some... Actually, no, let's do the Security Bureau next. That'll get me a lot of espionage points. Just because Wall Street takes so long. This is not ready to be whipped yet. Nor is this. This is actually, because it's already at the limit of what it can support. Missionary, observatory. Alright, give it those next 2 turns. And work a scientist specialist, my good man. For God's sakes. Alright. Give it a couple more turns until it's close to growth. That city is still unhappy. So I'll leave it alone for the time being. What the? Why is it not working the fish tile? What are you doing? That is weird. Also, I need to ferry a worker or 2 up there. That city does need some actual worker labor. This city's fine for the time being. Helm's Deep needs to grow more population. I'm assuming it's working the right cottage tile. Usually the AI is pretty good about that. 4 tiles. 10 turns. Oh yeah, this is the only one that... The other ones were brand new. Okay. Working. Alright, back to the theater. That's fine. Doesn't really need the theater, but sure, why not? It's almost done. And what pass is going to come out of resistance? Okay. Yeah, the gold tiles do give a lot, but don't worry. Great Wall's going to grow back. It'll grow back onto them. If I work both of them over... I mean, these cottages... the mature cottages produce 7 versus 9, so it's not that big of a difference. And I want to keep... These are close to turning into a town. It'll grow back onto them over time. And the observatory will help with science. Alright, so we finished the observatory here. As I mentioned, we'll do the Security Bureau next. Yeah, there's not a ton that it really needs. It's kind of finished its infrastructure for the time being. So we could do the barracks just so we're able to build military out of here. Well, no, this city is such low production. It's never going to be a very good production city. Might as well do the jail, I guess. Just get those extra espionage points coming in. So we already have one going to Isengard, so we'll send this guy up to the Shire. There's our clam resource, finally. Yay! Needs a lighthouse next, as its next build. Want Pass, yeah, definitely needs to expand borders. It's going to starve a population point. I don't think there's any way we can avoid that this turn. I can get it 3 more food if I swap this tile over. But I don't think I can get it. I don't think I can get enough pop to avoid it starving a pop point, so we'll just leave it at that. Alright, let's go ahead and attack this city. So they've added a ballista elephant. That's not surprising. What are my... I actually still have odds on this battle. I actually thought I might not have odds. Still have 66% odds. So let's hope that those odds hold in my favor. Because I got a lot of injured units trying to attack this city. Alright, so we killed top defender. Fortunately, this is not on a hill. You would think that they'd defend the cap a little bit better. Yeah, most of the other units are pretty beat up. I'm going to try to save that other guy for the ballista elephant. And send in this guy who gets 68% odds. So the AI whipped the ballista elephant defender, but it still only went from 2 defenders to 3. And again, this is part of why speed really does kill. Like the AI, if you try to attack a city, the AI will start to whip out defenders. And there we go, 97. But if you're fast enough, it just doesn't have time to whip out defenders. Good question about whether Gilgamesh would change religions. War weariness is not great. Alright, so this predictably came with quite a lot. Notice the double great military instructors and a super specialist great scientist. So you guys had suggested Sydney on C for this one. Same thing as before. Just get the borders popped initially. Alright, and now these guys should head back to Oxford to heal. I did not end up needing them, but it was better to have them in a spot where I might need them, just in case. Also, I was right, that tile was not in enemy culture. Oh wait, what am I... Bernard Montgomery was on this tile, so I actually didn't have to move these guys into the town. I could have just had them stay in place and not wasted a turn moving there. That's another little mistake on my part. It just means they'll heal slightly slower. Alright. So where's my sentry guy? Hawkeye? Here he is. I want to move him forward first, just so I can get a better sense of what's over here. Ah, he still wasn't able to see very far. Oh well. I was hoping he'd be able to see over this ridge, but even with sentry he couldn't see. Maybe I should have moved him here. Oh well. Alrighty, so... Oh wait, no. I moved the wrong dude. That wasn't... that wasn't Hawkeye at all. But it didn't matter because he still couldn't see over there. Oh well. So let's kill these dudes. These ballista elephants. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any redcoats on this tile to attack them with. But 88% odds are still pretty good. Here, we'll take the anti-horse promotion just to kill this guy. Oh, nope. Apparently we won't kill him. That was 91% odds, but again, when you take so many of these battles at 90%, you're going to lose some of them. It's just unfortunate it was a Combat 2 formation unit. Like I said, that was just the unfortunate part. I need to protect the guy who took damage here, just with a fresh unit. Would it make sense to pillage the elephant tile I'm standing on? Probably not. Maybe with a cav. I mean, I guess I could repair it. It's just like pillaging the tile is worth like 5 gold. And again, at this stage of the game, it's not really that. Doesn't really matter that much, I guess is how I'd put it. So I appreciate the idea. I'm just not sure it's going to end up mattering. Watt Pass really needs this fish resource. That's what it needs the most. Still, I appreciate the suggestion. I don't know if Suryavarman needs ivory to... I don't think he needs ivory to build his his elephant, because they're his unique unit. Oh, I see what you're saying, because of his ballista elephant. But I believe they're resourceless, because I think that they... oh no, it does require ivory. Okay. You're right. I thought that it was resourceless, but I'm thinking of the later Civ games where you can like always build your unique unit. So yeah, let's take that out so he can't build elephants anymore. Good point. I didn't realize you were thinking clearer than I was there. Let me put it that way. You were thinking in terms of denial of his unique unit. So yeah, there's not a lot for these dudes to do right now. We already pre-chopped this, didn't we? Yep. Alright, so why don't all of you guys just hang out for the moment until there's something for you to do over here. Because you've kind of done what you can. I didn't see tile improvements I needed to like tear up down here. I thought that this city was in pretty good shape already. And I've kind of roaded my way through here. Like, I guess I could get another incense, but I'm not sure how valuable that really is. Hi, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, we are about to stop because we're at the 3.5 hour mark. I'm sorry for the timing. Yeah, let's just group you guys here, and you guys can just, I don't know, chill in the area. Like, I would replace this cottage, but there's not really anything to replace it with, unfortunately. Just hang out over there for right now. Alright, I'm not going to need... Oh yeah, you can come back on this ship. Oh, you know what I can do? I can ferry a couple workers over to Gibraltar, because I need a couple of them to improve tiles there. You just hang out there for the time being. Heal me up. Is anybody full health? No, every unit in this town are all ones I left behind because they needed healing. Alright, one of you Redcoats head down here to Sydney-on-Sea. Just to get us a defender there. And, hi Noxgath. Again, I'm really sorry for Kajat Lake and Noxgath that this is literally right as I'm about to stop. Again, I apologize for that. But I do have to stop at some point in time. So in this session, we've basically eviscerated Suryavarman. He only has 4 cities left. Oh yeah, Babylon's also at war. If you want to see the diplomatic situation, Hammurabi's also at war with him. He's not taken any cities yet, so we'll see if Hammurabi ends up getting any. He'll probably get 1 or 2. Also, some of these cities would be pretty crushed by Babylonian culture if I do take them. Not this one, but the other 3 might. We'll see. So yeah, we've definitely pulled out ahead of most of the field, though I guess Ahsoka is still reasonably close on the scoreboard. I think it's just he has a lot of cities. No one's even remotely close in tech. Yeah, he's got a decent number of cities. So, Hammurabi, we can try to... Or not Hammurabi. Gilgamesh, we can see if he's interested in converting. He doesn't like me enough for it. He would have to be pleased with me. See, before he was pleased, but now he's not. It's because I dropped his favorite civic is hereditary rule, if I remember correctly. And wow, every single leader has hereditary rule as their favorite civic. Huh. Or no, never mind. That's what they're running. But hereditary rule is his favorite civic, and I'm not running it anymore, so that's why he's not a big fan. Look at this trade route income, though. 21, 31, 34, 39, 43. Even if I wanted to fight someone else, I really shouldn't because of all that trade route income I'm getting from everybody else in the game. Jeez. No, I'm not gifting someone a junk city. Especially for improving relations. That would be... Yeah, that's... I'm not a big fan of that. Anyway, though, so if you're curious where we stand in terms of the demos, let's just look at that. So GMP, we're consistently... Geez, we still don't have bar graphs with Wina Koppak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got them with everyone else, I think. Yeah, wow, he must be running either running the espionage slider or just getting a ton of espionage points in general. Got to shift some points towards him. Yeah, alright. We'll just run espionage points against him for the time being. But anyway, so yeah, we can't see his bar graphs, but we're ahead of everyone else. Maybe not by as much as I'd like in GNP. Those are the 2 golden ages. Food, somehow we're not first in food. I don't know how that is, we've given all our cities, but we've taken over first in power. Suryavarman's clearly on the way out. Culture. Who's this with all the espionage? That must be Gilgamesh. Just a ton of espionage. The AI loves to do that. Which of the AIs would be most likely to attack me? Well, let's just see real quick. Wina Koppak's annoyed. Gilgamesh is cautious. Kathy is cautious. Most of them are cautious. Actually, we can just do this. So best relations with Ahsoka. A lot of cautious. Wina Koppak really dislikes me. I should probably get into free religion. Like I said, next civic swap, we're probably going to go into free religion. Get out from the religious penalties. Also, people seem to love Wina Koppak, so let's not be up against him in the United Nations. We would probably be up against Ahsoka. Because I think Ahsoka has the most population after us. It is Ahsoka. So yeah, I'd have to be a little bit careful because some of the other AIs might be a little willing to vote for him. Wina Koppak and Gilgamesh. Actually, everyone other than Suryavarman would consider voting for him, so I'd have to be pretty careful. How much pop do I have? Yeah, see, I do not have enough to block a diplomatic victory on the part of the AI. Ahsoka must have a lot of large cities. He just has the most territory in general out of the AIs. Like if you're looking, he just has a lot of cities, period. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to get, my pop will go up as well after all these captured cities come out of resistance, but I don't have enough to block a diplomatic victory if everyone were to vote against me right now. So that is something to think about. Like if we wanted to go after one of these other AIs long term. The one to go after would probably be Wynakopek, just because he is the strongest in terms of research, and he also dislikes us the most. Most likely victory is Spaceship, just because it's kind of the most straightforward. I don't think my relations are good enough with the other leaders to go for Diplo, and I haven't really been pursuing culture. Also, I don't think I want to push all the way to a domination victory, because I'm only at 17% land area. I would need 64%, and this is a pretty big map. But anyway, this think that we'll cut it off here. So we went up to 1605 today. Thanks for watching, you guys. I am probably going to be around on Monday of this week, because Monday is Labor Day in the United States, so we have a day off. And I would probably continue this game on Monday. So if you happen to be around on Monday, I will probably be streaming unless something else comes up. So just keep that in mind. This will be up on YouTube in a few hours. Thanks again for watching, and have a great week, you guys. See you a little bit later. Bye-bye.